I'm bullpen, so maybe I won't be like some of the Ranger bullpen and be a flop. Let's say we'll be on the good side.
And we're sorry that we can't broadcast both the Sulphur Springs Wildcats and the Texas Rangers tonight, but Tony, believe me, is keeping up pitch by pitch with the Rangers here. We see that the Rangers are leading 2-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Well, this game tonight, Tony, we were talking here a little while ago, and you made the comment, first thing you said to me when you walked in was, I think this is a classic trap game.
Absolutely, classic trap. They think they've got this one, and they're looking at nothing but Anna. So we better have some good coaching is what we need from this week. I'm sure we got it. Now let's hope we got some retention.
Kaufman comes in here 2-6 for the season, 1-2 in district play. Of course, the Wildcats 7-1 and 3-0, and as Tony alluded a moment ago to the Anna Coyotes, they are Sulphur Springs Wildcats are tied with the Anna Coyotes for first place in the district at 3-0. And oh, by the way, they play next week at Anna. And if the Wildcats win tonight, and if Anna wins tonight at Paris, then that would be a game for the district championship. But Sulphur Springs has to get through this game tonight against a Kaufman Lions team that I think is better maybe than what their record would indicate. And the thing that is most notable to me, Tony, is that Kaufman won this game last year over Sulphur Springs 28-7. And that should still be relatively fresh in the Wildcats' minds.
It's sort of like Kaufman sits over in that southwest quadrant and nobody hears about him, even though for me, I'm not used to the Maybanks and all of the others either.
Right.
But it seems like that we don't ever even hear scores, or I don't, for Kaufman, and all of a sudden they come up to play, and they might be better than their record and so forth. So we better be ready.
We have our invocation, so let's take a momentary pause. And momentarily we should hear the national anthem, and it looks like we have a choral group from Sulphur Springs High School that will sing the anthem tonight. And we see Michael Godwin, Sulphur Springs Wildcat senior lineman, among that group singing the national anthem tonight. Nice job there for sure.
That was a really nice job.
Beautiful job.
That's the choir. That just shows all of the kids being out there. But a pet peeve of mine is the anthem and people drawing it out into a 5-minute production and all. That was done like the anthem was supposed to be done, and a great job by our kids.
I agree. Beautiful job. So we have not yet had the coin toss, and we are just about to have that. But we were kind of setting this thing up as Sulphur Springs versus Kaufman tonight, and the danger of the Wildcats not taking the Kaufman Lions seriously enough. Another thing that jumps out at me is that Kaufman beat Maybank last week 47-6. Now, you might remember that a couple of weeks ago the Wildcats played Maybank here, and they won the game, but only won it 28-10. Now, comparative scores are always a little bit risky, but still, that gives you a little bit of pause when you see that.
It does. I mean, that's what everybody looks at, but circumstances are always that way. Sulphur Springs ought to still have a little hindsight with them last week, too, of thinking they had Paris going, and then it got a little
Yep.
scary in that second half.
Sure did.
We've got the talent. We've got the team. We just need to go out and play ball. I think if we play our ball, we control the football game.
Now, KSST listeners should have heard our conversation with head coach Brandon Faircloth here a few minutes ago, and I go out on Tuesday afternoon and talk with Brandon. And I can tell you at the end of practice on Tuesday that he was letting them hear about the need to take Kaufman very seriously. So I know they've heard that all week long this week. But when you tee it up, and it sometimes turns out to be different from all of your preparation. But I know that they have heard all week they need to be very serious about Kaufman. Another thing to think about is that Kaufman won this game last year 28-7. So that's only 1 year's time, and a lot of the same kids on the field here tonight. So there's every reason for Sulphur Springs to take Kaufman seriously. But there is that danger with Anna out there 1 week from tonight that they might have one eye on the Anna Coyotes and need to have both eyes on the Kaufman Lions here tonight.
Exactly. I mean, you're talking about the coaches telling the kids, we still got to realize these are kids, and just like your kids at home, they'll nod, yes, I hear you,
yep.
and then go right ahead. So we're going to trust that these kids have been coached well and that they've got the pride of the Wildcats, and we're going to get after it.
Sulphur Springs will receive, and I believe Kaufman did win the toss, but Sulphur Springs will receive because Kaufman will defer to the second half. So Rodolfo Guyona is the kicker for Kaufman. He has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Kaufman, their colors are black and gold. They wear black pants, white jerseys on the road, gold numerals and black headgear. Here's the kick to the 20-yard line, and the return is by Jackson Hare, who had the big 75-yard return to set up a touchdown last week for the Wildcats. He returns it about 13 yards out to the 33-yard line. Wildcats in all royal blue tonight, royal blue jerseys and pants, white numerals outlined in gold, and the white headgear with the bold SS logo on the side of the headgear. So first down, Sulphur Springs moving left to right, just underway from Gerald Prim Stadium. Senior night, we had all the seniors, not only on the football team, but also band, drill team, cheerleaders introduced before the game. Snap to Brady Driver. And hand off to Cameron Jefferson, straight ahead. And Jefferson across the 35 up to the 36-yard line for a gain of about 3 yards.
That for you there, just straight up power. We're going to test them out and see if our big line can set the tone right now.
An offensive line, Isaac Alexander, Aiden McCarroll, Jeff Stevenson at center, Brandon Vasquez, and Vincent Johnson. Second down and 7 for the Wildcats. In the spread, 2 wide to the far side, 1 to the near side, whistles, and the play is stopped before it gets underway.
One's coming back.
And it's a false start against the Wildcats. Our referee is Cody Nolan. Umpire is Randy Dove. Head linesman is Loreto Guerrera. Line judge is Jeff Williams. Side judge is Tyler Wilder, and the field judge is Josh Watson, also the back judge, John Wynn. And they are out of the Tyler chapter, a 7-man crew. So the Wildcats now behind the chains. Second down and 12 from the 31-yard line. Driver setting up the bubble screen to the near side. This is complete. And out to the 40-yard line goes Chris Adams on the catch. So he gets all those yards they gave up on the false start back and a couple more. And we'll be looking at a 3rd and 3 here for Sulphur Springs at the Wildcat 40-yard line.
Good, safe throw to start with, to give Brady some confidence. Teams know we're going to run that bubble, and yet we still get some yardage, so that shows good execution.
3rd and 3 for Sulphur Springs. Ball on the near hash as they move left to right. Snap to Driver. Looking to throw, feels the pressure, going to run it. Hit from behind and dropped for a loss back to the 38-yard line. And on the tackle there for Kaufman, it is Pate Bowers, who is one of their top defenders, free safety, coming through on a blitz. And he had 56 tackles coming into the ball game tonight. So 4th down, Wildcats will have to punt.
Well, he's kind of bought the house that time. They won that one. So we play the field position game. Look for a possible turnover on the punt.
Driver is the punter. 1 man back for Kaufman. 4th and 5 for the Wildcats. There's the snap. And the punt somewhat off the side of his foot here.
That's not gonna. That may not get back much past the line of scrimmage. That one was a shame.
You see where they say it went out of bounds. Looks like they're going to put it at the Sulphur Springs 44-yard line.
45-yard line. That's going to be about a 6 or 7 yard net.
Yeah, about a 7-yard punt there. How, Tony, do they determine when a ball goes over the sideline? Where did it go out of bounds? How is that determined?
What the mechanics are is the referee goes and stands exactly where the punter was. He watches the ball, and even if it lands 30 rows up, he's going to put that line, and he's going to hold his hand up, and the line judge is going to come up. When they intersect, you chop it, and that's where it goes out.
It's amazing that they're able to do that.
Yep, it's like a chalk line where it is, and you just go to the intersection, but it's critical mechanically, and I've seen it a couple of times this year where they didn't do it at all.
You kind of have to be a surveyor to do that. Here's a big hole on first down, and this is Morrow up the middle all the way to the 30-yard line for the Kaufman Lions. Kyle Von Morrow, and that's a gain to the 31, so 14 yards on the game.
He looks like a pretty solid young man. He's pretty filled out.
They have a couple of good running backs. Kyle Von Morrow, who has 265 yards rushing coming into the game, and Elijah Rose, who has 438 yards rushing, but they like to throw to Morrow a lot. He's caught 17 balls for Kaufman. So first down Kaufman at the Sulphur Springs 31-yard line. We are just underway, no score, 9:13 left to go first quarter. The quarterback is Ty Burleson, son of the head coach. They give it to Morrow again. Morrow going left, finds nothing there, so he cuts back and does find a little daylight down to the 26-yard line.
Showed a little bit of mobility there and some patience, and he was able to stop and start, so he's not a straightforward one-trick pony.
Make that a gain of 6 yards. We'll call it 5, so 2nd and 5 for Kaufman. At the Sulphur Springs 26-yard line, this threat set up on the short punt moments ago. They gave Kaufman the ball at the Sulphur Springs 45-yard line. This is Morrow in motion from right to left. They throw it out to him. A little swing pass, and Morrow makes the catch, and he's inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line, and that'll be a first down for the Kaufman Lions. On the tackle for Sulphur Springs, looks like Giovanni Ibarra.
Right now, I think they like Mr. Morrow.
He's touched the ball on every play so far.
And that was a little backward swing pass. That's one of those that's pretty risky, because if he dropped that, that's a live ball. But they executed and did it.
Ty Burleson is the junior quarterback. He was sophomore of the year last year in the district. And handoff over the right side, a gain down to the 15-yard line or thereabouts, and this is Elijah Rose for the first time on the carry. And he picks up 3 yards to the 15. So 2nd down and 7 for Kaufman. No score.
7:50 left in the first.
Ball between the hash marks as Kaufman moves from right to left. Going to the north end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium. Burleson throwing into the end zone, and that is Alger Miles, their outstanding receiver. It is incomplete. And a great defensive play for Sulphur Springs there by Austin Cheney, who had the game-saving interception last week at Paris.
He did a good job closing, because when that ball was in the air, he was behind, but he made a good job, a good burst, getting back to him and got his hands up there and foiled at that time. That was a good recovery.
Alger Miles coming into the game, 42 catches for 768 yards and 9 touchdowns. Now this is 3rd and 7 from the Sulphur Springs 15-yard line. Man in motion from left to right, whistles.
That's a false start. We're going to get the 5 yards we gave them during our series, so that's a good deal.
False start called against Kaufman. This pushes it back to the 20. Now they're behind the chains on this 3rd down, and we'll make it 11, a long 11.
Good play here to not let them even get to where it's a decision. We need to stop them right here. Either they've got a field goal kicker that can kick a good one, or we'll see. But we don't need to let them get on into that 4th down.
They need to get down to the 8-yard line for the first down. Man in motion from right to left. Burleson fakes it to him. Now he rolls out to his right. He's feeling the pressure, and he's going to throw it away. The pressure coming there from Laren Vaughn, the Wildcats middle linebacker. And it'll be 4th down and 12, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
We got a flag, and I saw it. The man out on the defensive end held their back, and he couldn't get out. You're fixing to have a hold in the first. It's on the defense on 75. He just bear hugged him going out. I saw it. We couldn't see the flag.
Yeah, the flag about at the line of scrimmage. They're walking it off now down to the 10-yard line. That will be an automatic first down for Kaufman.
Yep. I saw it and thought we got by with it, but the guy did a good job, and the Kaufman coaches were helping them over there too.
So 1st and goal for Kaufman at the Sulphur Springs 10-yard line. No score, 7:25 left to go first quarter. Ty Burleson, the junior quarterback. In the shotgun, has a man in the pistol behind him, and that is Kyle Von Morrow. And Morrow jukes a tackler and goes to the outside, finds the corner, and he is across the goal line for the Kaufman touchdown.
It looks like Mr. Morrow's the real deal so far.
10-yard touchdown run by Kyle Von Morrow. That'll be his 8th touchdown of the season. 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
It was designed up the middle, and it was clogged up. The Cats did a pretty good job there, but he was able to bounce it, and when he did, he only had one guy to beat, and he was able to get around it. So.
Taking it to the outside. Now, they show a swinging gate formation here, but they have the holder in and the kicker in, and there's a low snap, and the kick is on the way, and it is good. The kicker, Rodolfo Gallona. And so Kaufman leads it 7-0 with 7:18 left to go in the first quarter. This is Wildcats football on KSST. And we are about to have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff here. And unfortunately, it's going to be a kickoff by the Kaufman Lions, Tony.
Yeah, they won that battle of the field position. That's all set up by the fact we didn't capitalize on the first down and had a poor punt. But those things happen. It could be a little wake-up call now, too, because Kaufman's got a little confidence.
That's a 45-yard drive in 7 plays.
With 7:18 left in the first, so each team's had one possession. Kaufman runs this little push-up like they're going to onside,
right,
and all that does is keep us bunched up until they break out, but it makes you practice that during the week, so it's something else that you have to prepare for, because if you don't, they'll onside it and get it when they're ready.
Gayano with the kick, and this is a very odd-looking knuckleball type kick. I'm not sure if that was by design or not. Lands in the 30-yard line. And the return for the Wildcats is by Wyatt Watson, just a couple of yards out to the 32.
I was looking at the way the ball was set up on the tee, and I'm not sure that they've got a true kicker without fair kickoff. It didn't look very good.
But a kick like that with that kind of English on it bounces. You don't know where it's going to go.
Exactly. And it could have gone out, but we couldn't afford to. It was so short, couldn't afford to win.
Snap to driver in the shotgun.
Nice,
Passing it there is Jackson Hare, and he gets past one man at the 30, and he is going to score standing up.
There you go. That's the way to answer a touchdown. That was a perfect little slant. He hit him in the seam, and he had one little tackle attempt about the 30, and when he held his balance there, that was it.
69-yard touchdown pass from Brady Driver to Jackson Hare. And Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, way to go, Wildcats. Extra point here coming by Eric Rodriguez. And the kick is on the way, and it is high and true. 7-7 the score now with 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Just about to have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff here by Eric Rodriguez. As the Wildcats strike immediately after that touchdown by Kaufman, 69 yards to Jackson Hare. That's his third touchdown reception of the season, both of his previous touchdowns against the Community Braves. And for Brady Driver, now that is 18 touchdown passes this season.
We're going to sneak in a Hooten's Hardware first down on that play, too, because if they'd have tackled us, we had one.
Don't you get credit for a first down also when you have a long scoring play like that in the statistics? Yeah. Rodriguez with the kick and just drops back a couple of steps. So this one is a very high, short kick. And fair catch called for at the 37-yard line. Yeah. I'll tell you, you see more creativity in high school football on kickoffs than you do in college football and pro football, don't you?
Kickoff, well, you call it creativity. I get aggravated at times. I get aggravated that we give people a short field, and we've done this for years. We did it under Greg, and now we're doing it some here.
Yep.
But there's a purpose. I mean, sometimes the other team's got good returners and so forth.
Right.
But yes, it does. It's all over the map.
First down from the 37-yard line, 7-7. Kaufman went 45 yards to score on their first drive. Burleson faking the handoff and now throwing out to the near side, and that is caught by Aljur Miles.
I don't think they caught it. I think they called it incomplete.
Oh, did they?
It
Okay.
was going to be on the line of scrimmage anyway.
Right.
So.
I thought he had caught it.
No, the line judge over here called it incomplete.
By the way, Texas Rangers still leading 2-0.
Top of third.
In the top of the third, although I see that Arizona has maybe a couple of men on base now. Is that what?
Well, that's it. First and second, no out.
2nd and 10. Here's a draw play, and it goes to Kyle Von Morrow. And between the tackles he goes. Picks up, as Tony says, 8 yards out to the 46-yard line. So this is 3rd and 2. And we've been very impressed so far by the tailback Kyle Von Morrow.
He's looking good right now.
7-7 score, 6:28 left to go first quarter. Kaufman moving from right to left from the 46-yard line. Man goes in motion from left to right, and this time we have Burleson under center for the first time. Handoff goes, I believe that's Morrow again off the right side, and I think he is short of the first down here, Tony.
They've got him. They pushed him back. They've given him the first. Got his progress. He barely made it, but he got past there.
Up to the 49-yard line, and they do move the chains. And the tackle for the Wildcats by Laren Vaughn, the middle linebacker, who came into the game with 83 tackles, number 2 on the team. Bubble screen to the far side, complete. And a short gain over on the far side there for Kaufman. And that goes to Chance Fanis. Tackle for the Wildcats is by Grayson Hardy, who leads the team with 91 tackles. The safety, free safety, had 16 tackles in the game, Tony, last week at Paris.
They have twins on each side. They got twins.
He picks his way across the 40 down to the 38-yard line of the Wildcats. And
the lead lineman, and he was waiting to shove off of either side and letting him do the work.
Yep.
So you don't see a lot of that these days.
1st and 10 for Kaufman at the Sulphur Springs 38. Wildcats have yet to stop them. Might have done it on that first possession, but we had a holding call. Here's Burleson rolling out, passing to the far side, complete, and the receiver out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Nice catch, nice concentration, because he had his toes there, leaning out.
That's Jeremiah Brown, a junior, who makes the catch. Gain of 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Kaufman Lions. Sulphur Springs 32-yard line. Game tied 7-7. Clock stopped with 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. 2 men in the slot, 2 wide. Empty backfield with Burleson in the shotgun. Looking to the sideline for the play. And goes in motion from left to right. They toss it to him. I believe this is Elijah Rose, and Rose making the corner and turning it upfield and gets to the 24-yard line of the Wildcats, and that's a first down for Kaufman.
We're mixing it up pretty good, and so far we haven't put 3 plays together to stop a drive. So we'll see what kind of adjustments we can make.
First down at the Sulphur Springs 25. This drive started at the Kaufman 37-yard line. Now this is the 8th play of the drive. H-back outside or just behind the left tackle. 2 men to the near side, 1 to the far side. Single back in the backfield. And Mullison throwing into the end zone. And it's too long. Incomplete. At the near sideline. And good coverage back there by Ty Bybee for Sulphur Springs.
That was a pretty close play there. I'm kind of interested to see what's going on with these receivers. They've got 2 or 3 of them that are kind of tall and long and lanky.
Yeah, Alger Miles there is 6'3", 193, and he is a sophomore.
You put him up against our cornerbacks, and he's got about a 4 or 6 inch advantage, and if they can, they'll try to attack that.
Brandon Fairclough said they would be double teaming him this one. There's the handoff. Going up the middle, starting to the right now, coming back to the left. That is Elijah Rose. Again, nice job of using his blockers there, Tony. He gets down to the 19-yard line for a gain of 6 yards.
He was stopped, but he kept his feet going. We're not quite pursuing like we need to in gang tackling. Somebody needs to make a big play, get a little fire on the blue side. 3rd and 4 at the Sulphur Springs 19-yard line. This game is tied at 7-7. Sulphur Springs had the 69-yard touchdown pass from Brady Driver to Jackson Hare, but Kaufman had the 10-yard touchdown run to get ahead in the ball game by Kyle Von Moore. And now they give it to Rose, and Rose is not going to pick up the first down as he goes to his right and is stopped after maybe no gain. Actually, I guess maybe he got a yard. That's the most he got, and I expect him to go for it. That'd be about a 38, 39-yard field goal, so it looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and 4. So it's a good opportunity for Sulphur to make a good stop, get off the field, turn it over to the offense while they're on a little bit of a high from that long touchdown pass.
4th and 4 for Kaufman at the Sulphur Springs 19-yard line. Snap to Burleson. Burleson rolling out to his right, passing, and it is caught but out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Aljur Miles makes the catch, closely guarded by Austin Cheney. And so the ball goes back over to Sulphur Springs, and there's the stop that the Wildcats needed.
There's the stop we needed. Now, the last 2 or 3 plays, though, it's another thing that kind of gets my questioning going. Our question is rolling the right-handed quarterback out left, so he's throwing against the grain.
Right.
He's throwing some pretty decent balls, but that's a hard throw.
Yep. Great point. That's exactly what happened there. Wildcats at the 19. Game is tied at 7-7. 2:47 left to go first quarter. Wildcats moving to the south end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium. Snap to Driver, fakes the handoff, bubble screen to the near side, to Wyatt Watson, who makes the catch, uses his blockers nicely, and gets out across the 30-yard line. And that'll be a first down for the Wildcats. And that is
hardware first down.
Thank you.
And that was a really good job of Jackson Hare of lead blocking without holding. A lot of times when you see that and you're out there on that island, it's hard not to hold. But he did a really nice job.
By the way, Jackson Hare, just a sophomore.
Yes, we're going to get a lot of pleasure watching him.
Absolutely.
He's quite an athlete.
First down at the 31-yard line for Sulphur Springs. Play action pass. Brady Driver stepping up in the pocket. He's going for Sky Lewis, and Lewis makes the catch, and he is caught from behind by the ankles at the 15-yard line. Big play, though, for Sulphur Springs.
That's another Hooten Hardware first down, and a big one that time. That was a perfectly thrown ball. He let some air get under it, and Skyler ran right under it.
All the way to the 17-yard line, they say he goes down. So we'll have the yardage for you on that here in just a minute.
I'll let you put the shoes off. I can't go that quick.
It's 49 yards on the game. First down. Driver keeps it himself, spins away from the first contact, gets down to the 15-yard line. By the way, we didn't notice this because we were unable to keep stats as we go, but Brady Driver last week against Paris carried the ball 23 times for 163 yards and 4 touchdowns.
quite a game.
And they only threw 10 passes in the game last week.
Well, I think this is his first carry this time, so
I believe you're right.
one carry in the first quarter is a little takeaway from last week, but I bet it won't stay that way.
2nd and 8 from the 15. Oh, there's a loose ball. Driver gets it away. A little flip now to Malachi Rowland, and Rowland down the sideline. Bumped out of bounds inside the 5 at about the 2. And that very nearly was a disastrous play for the Wildcats.
A great play by Brady to flip that out. He was wide open, and that turned into another Hooten's hardware first down. 1st and goal, 2-yard line. I bet you we're going to see number 4.
Brady Driver. Driver has 12 rushing touchdowns this season, and he is deadly inside the 5-yard line. They ran a little shovel pass last week, though, here in school. It's a tight formation. Snap to Driver. Driver running straight ahead, lowers his shoulder. There's the touchdown.
Great job. That was just power football. We pointed where we were going, went there, and said, you can't stop us. Great job by the Cats.
So Sulphur Springs goes out in front for the first time, 13-7. On the 2-yard touchdown run by Brady Driver.
And that's going to be one of those Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op saying, way to go Wildcats. I'm trying to fill in for Chad a little, but it's not going to be as smooth, so y'all going to have to bear with us.
Oh, that's great. Here's the kick by Eric Rodriguez, and it is good. He is now 32 of 34 in his points after touchdown this season. Wildcats lead 14-7. This is Sulphur Springs Wildcats football on KSS2.
I don't see why we wouldn't get that one blocked, but look like we had one on it.
Sulphur Springs Wildcats 14, Kaufman Lions 7. We're just about to have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff here at Gerald Prim Stadium. That is a drive of 81 yards in 6 plays for Sulphur Springs. Touchdown comes on the 2-yard run by Brady Driver. Big play on the drive, 49-yard pass from Driver to Sky Lewis.
That was more like Wildcat offense we've come to know this year. It looked nice.
And the kickoff by Eric Rodriguez, another short kick and a fair catch at the 25-yard line. We know he can put it in the end zone.
I think they're just playing position. I guess they may have seen some good returns on film, and so coaches are creatures of habit, and a lot of times they just say we'll just give them the ball right there and go.
Of course, the game that he had so many touchbacks was that Community, and he had about a 20-mile-per-hour wind on his back on that. That did help.
And we'll say here, too, we're pretty fortunate. We've got a beautiful night out here right now, and we've been talking about rain all day long.
Right.
So hopefully we can get this ball game in, and for the big stew contest over there, too. We got a lot of folks in.
It appears that it's completely clear right now with the big full moon very much visible in front of us. And on first down, Kyle Von Morris takes the handoff, step to his right, now cuts it back, goes up the middle, gets about 5 yards out to the 30-yard line. He's a tough man to slow down.
He's got some determination.
2nd and 5 for Kaufman.
Sulphur Springs on a good run right now, so this would be a good time to get a 3 and out.
Morrison handing off.
There you go.
Tomorrow, and he is met by the middle linebacker for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats, Laren Vaughn. He did not go much further once they made contact.
That's right. So, big play, 3rd and 4. That might, they may let the quarter run out. They don't have to run, so they may let the quarter run out. But this is a big play coming up for the Wildcats. See if we can play that field position game with them.
15 seconds on the game clock, 16 seconds on the play clock. They will run a play. And here's a bubble screen to the right side, and breaking into the secondary here on the catch after getting a nice block is the receiver for the Wildcats, and that is Kyle Von Morrow coming out of the backfield. He's got the first down out across the 45-yard line. at the 47-yard line, so that's a gain of 16 yards.
They may have lulled us a little bit with us thinking that they're not going to run a play, and all of a sudden they did. So,
End of the first quarter, and it is Sulphur Springs 14 and Kaufman 7. This is Wildcats football on KSS.
It's got up 3-2.
Say again, Jay. What's that? Say what? First play of the second quarter, and Kaufman keeps it on the ground, and they gain to the Sulphur Springs 49-yard line.
4-yard gain on just a little reverse pitch.
So this is second down and 6 for Kaufman. Game is Sulphur Springs lead of 14-7 at the moment. We hear the whistles. At least we hear the whistles, and I think you do. But it is a false start against Kaufman. So this will push them back to their own 46-yard line, I believe it is. Sulphur Springs 14, Kaufman 7. Kaufman got out to a 7-0 lead on a 10-yard run by Kyle Von Marlowe, but the Wildcats have come back with a 69-yard pass from Brady Driver to Jackson Hare and a 2-yard touchdown run by Brady Driver. 2nd and 11 at the Kaufman 46-yard line. Again, whistles.
Got a timeout this time. They didn't like what they were seeing.
First time out for Kaufman, 14-7, Sulphur Springs leads. This is Wildcats football on KSS2. Sulphur Springs 14, Kaufman 7, 11:01 left to go in the first half. And the Kaufman Lions took a timeout a moment ago, Tony, because you said they didn't like something they were looking at on the Wildcat defense.
They either didn't like the Wildcat defense or they had maybe thinking they were fixing to have another penalty for possibly 2 in motion or something. But didn't look right because this early in the quarter you hate to use that timeout right there.
Right. They had 2 timeouts left. Sulphur Springs with all 3 of their timeouts. Kaufman behind the chains, 2nd and 11 from their own 46-yard line, need to reach the Wildcat 43 for the first down. Kaufman now moving to the south end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium, out of the spread. Bullison handing off up the middle, and a short gain to about the 50-yard line for Kaufman.
And the third would be 3rd and 7. And again, we keep saying big plays, but this is where you got a chance to, because this is not 4-down territory. We hold them right here, we're going to get the ball back.
That was Elijah Rose on the carry for Kaufman. So now 3rd down and 7 for the Lions. Ball square at the 50-yard line and right between the hash marks, center of the field. 2 men left, 1 man right, play action pass. Bullison feeling the pressure and is going to be sacked. Tony, did you see who got
It's
the
either
sack?
number 0 or 8, whoever's dead
Okay,
center.
so either
Number
Zach
0.
Thomas.
Zach Thomas, I believe, is the one that came down
I
on
think,
that one.
yeah, D. Rose Luke wears number 8, so I don't think it's
Okay,
him.
no, it was Zach, and they had, the play developed too slowly, but they kept their lanes, and they did a good job, and the quarterback couldn't get outside, so good job, that's a big play. Now we're going to get that ball back and start again, so we're going to win this thing.
Unofficially may not go down as a sack because he was able to pick up a yard as he tried to scramble away from the pressure. Here's the punt, and Bullison is the punter, quarterback, and bounces at about the 18-yard line, takes a Sulphur Springs hop, and is down at the 22-yard line. Yeah, 22.
We'll take that. We had it at the 50-yard line, and we turned it over at 22, so let's get that offense back on the field. We've got some good vibes going. See if we can go through it.
A 31-yard punt by Ty Bullison, the quarterback. 14-7, Sulphur Springs leading. 9:31 left to go in the first half. Wildcats moving to the north end zone. 2 to the far side. Grayson Reams is the H-back behind the left tackle, setting up a bubble screen over on the far side. A complete pass, but not much there. That is Wyatt Watson on the catch for Sulphur Springs.
Just a great job by the quarterback because he was engaged with the other receiver, and he fought it off and was able to get the tackle. If he doesn't fight it off, that's got a chance to have a nice little game.
Second down and 9 for the Wildcats. 9 minutes exactly left to go in the first half. Sulphur Springs at the far hash mark as they move from our right to our left. Driver in the shotgun. There's Malachi Rowland in the backfield beside him, and he swings it out to Rowland, and Rowland gets outside, goes down the sideline in front of us, steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line. My gosh, he is quick.
There was some speed there, speed and determination. He wasn't going to try to fool anybody. And as a result, he gets one of those Hooten Hardware first downs.
17 yards on the game to Malachi Rowland, who did not play, or played very, very little in the first 6 ball games. And really saw his first significant action last week at Paris. Had 7 carries for 60 yards. Last season, 555 yards rushing for Malachi Rowland. His first down from the 40. Passing to Sky Lewis, complete at the 40-yard line of Kaufman. Gets away from the tackler, breaks another tackle, and he's going to score. Skylar Lewis, 60 yards for the touchdown.
What a play. Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op said, way to go Wildcats, and we could have said that 2 or 3 times while he's running. That was a big play.
And we had a Hooten Hardware first down before that.
You bet.
Load
him up.
60-yard touchdown pass, and Skylar Lewis broke 2 tackles.
He wasn't going to go down that time. He made a real good stop. They thought he was going to push him out of bounds. He made a good pivot. That was just all him.
Kick by Eric Rodriguez is good. 21-7, the Wildcats lead. 8:29 left to go first half. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
78-yard drive in 3 plays for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats. The 60-yard touchdown pass from Grady Driver to Skylar Lewis. It'll be the 19th touchdown pass of the season for Grady Driver, and that is the 10th touchdown reception by Skylar Lewis.
So far, Grady has been right on the money with all of his throws, even the little bubbles and the 2 that he's laid out. He's been right on the money.
Another big play on that drive was the 17-yard swing pass to Malachi Rowland. There's the kickoff by Eric Rodriguez. And this one he kicks fairly deep, lands at the 5-yard line, and takes a weird bounce, picked up there by Elijah Rose, and he is in trouble. Reverses his field now across the 10, across the 15, the 20. Look out. 30, still on his feet and slung down at the 33-yard line, and I thought there might be a horse collar situation there, Tony, but apparently not.
Well, he kind of slung him forward, so the horse collar is to protect your legs. They're going to call it if you grab it and come straight back, because that will bend your legs back.
I see.
So you can use the collar if you go forward or sideways.
I see.
That had a potential to be a really bad break for Kaufman, and that was individual effort there. We did have a penalty, so we probably had a hole. And it's back at the 8-yard line, so Sulphur's going to get a really good break here.
Oh, yeah, sure is.
It's going to start at about the 4-yard line.
Holding call against the Lions. And he got all the way out to about the 30-yard line, or beyond the 30, but the penalty, as Tony indicated, way back near where he took the ball. So now half the distance to the goal puts them at the 4-yard line.
That's the reason he was able to get out to that 30-yard line. It was a little bit of trickery that got caught.
Would have been at the 33. But back at the 4. Wildcats, who trailed in this game 7-0, midway through the first quarter, now leading 21-7. 8:19 left to go in the first half. Kaufman, with the quarterback Ty Burleson standing a yard deep in the end zone, and they give it to Kyle Von Morrow. He breaks the tackle, going off tackle to the left side, and is all the way out to the 25-yard line or thereabouts before the Wildcats able to herd him out of bounds.
Another one of those that kind of went up the gut and then broke it out. We weren't able to show containment.
19 yards on the game, and Kyle Von Morrow will make it 18, as they say. He went out at the 24.
We're able to move the ball on us, but they're not having big plays, so that's a good thing for the Cats.
First down, ball on the far hash mark. They move from left to right. Hand off on first down, and it's a running play off the left side. Once again, Kyle Von Morrow lowers his shoulder and gets out to the 28-yard line, out for 4 yards. And Maryland Vaughn, middle linebacker, just a junior. And the Wildcats makes the tackle. Came in with 83 tackles and 13 tackles in the game last week at Paris. 2nd and 6. 2 men to the far side, 1 to the near side. Now man in motion, the slot back from left to right. Give it to Morrow again off the left side, bullying his way out close to a first down.
It's going to give him. They're going to stop the clock. They're going to give it to him. He delivered a blow when he knew he was coming down. He's a tough running back.
It's on Ty Bybee and also Grayson Hardy in on the tackle there for Sulphur Springs. 6 yards on the game that time by Morrow. He's going to be pretty close to 100 yards rushing, I would think, even before half.
Got a buckle or a bunch of them right now. Pardon me.
1st and 10 from the Kaufman 34. Burleson passing to the far side, complete in the flat over on the far side. And it's Al Gerald Miles, who we told you about, who makes the catch, and Grayson Hardy in on the tackle again for Sulphur Springs.
Got 9 out of it. The tackle took his helmet off, so he'll sit out of play and try to buckle up.
Gerald Miles, 6'3", 193, just a sophomore. As we told you, came in with 42 catches for 768 yards and 9 touchdowns. 2nd and 1 from the 43-yard line in Kaufman territory. Burleson in the shotgun, hands off. This is Elijah Rose, and Rose off left tackle, cuts back to his right, and will be close to the first down. I think Larry Vaughn making the first contact there.
Extracurricular teams, both teams did a good job separating the players. Good hard-nosed football.
3 yards on the game, first down for Kaufman at the Lion 46-yard line. 5:54 to go first half. Sulphur Springs leading 21-7. Man in motion from left to right, the slot back. They're going to pitch it to him. He's coming to the near side and is going to be caught after a short gain, maybe 2 or 3 yards.
Good pursuit by the entire defense there. They used the sideline.
Aaron Bond was there, also Grayson Hardy, who we said so often. And that was Jeremiah Brown, slot back for Kaufman on the carry that time, get to the 49 for a gain of 3. Second down and 7.
Quick update on the World Series. End of 3, it's 3-3. So Arizona able to come back a little bit, but Texas just scored one and left bases loaded. Looks like an exciting ball game.
The ball is still pitching for the Rangers.
Just so.
Second down and 7. 2 men wide to the far side and 1 to the near side. H-back behind the right tackle. There's a shovel pass, and that goes to the H-back, and that is for Kaufman, Mason Siebold, and he gets to the Sulphur Springs 46-yard line, short of the first down by about 2 yards.
I'm saying that I've seen a quarterback act that way before on an option, but he had an option from his left hand and his right, and he went both ways and finally gave it to the right.
Huh.
So it was the right decision, but I had never seen it. It's kind of like a jitterbug.
3rd and 2. Oh, everybody's offsides here for Kaufman. If that is not the term, however, I'm afraid for the offense, but definitely a false start there. The slot back is about 10 yards down the field before the snap.
I bet you he was fixing to get the ball. He was in a hurry.
He was excited.
Yep, I think he thought, I'm finally going to get that big pass, and I'm not going to be late.
Puts them back to the Kaufman 49-yard line. So now, instead of 3rd and 2, they've got 3rd and 7.
And this is just like the last drive, right at midfield, 3rd and 7, field position if we can hold them here. We're going to take another timeout. I think Mr. Burleson knows this is a big play as well.
Kaufman takes another timeout. That is their second. They have one left. Sulphur Springs leading 21-7, 4:26 left to go first half. This is Wildcats football on KSS2. Sulphur Springs Wildcats football on KSST. Wildcats have a big game next Friday night at the Anna Coyotes if this score holds up. And if Anna defeats Paris tonight, that game will be for the district championship 1 week from tonight in Collin County. But a long way to go in this one. Wildcats lead at 21-7. Here's a big 3rd and 7 play for Kaufman. Ty Burleson, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right, passing. It is caught. Was it in bounds is the question.
It was in bounds, and they're going to get a first down out of it. I thought we'd knocked it loose, but that's a good catch.
Mason Siebold makes the catch. He is the tight end or the H-back. And it goes out of bounds at the Sulphur Springs 41-yard line.
That's the difference on quarterback rolling right. With the grain, he was able to put some zip on the ball, but when he was going against the grain, he wasn't able to put do on the other way.
11 yards on the gain to Siebold. First down the Sulphur Springs 41-yard line. 3 men wide left, 1 wide right. Burleson in the pocket, has a lot of time, has a man out there throwing, and it is picked off for Sulphur Springs inside the 5-yard line. And that is Grayson Hardy with the interception for Sulphur Springs.
That was a great job. He was just playing center field, and he was able to time it perfectly. He was outmatched by the height of the receiver, and he went up and got it at the top of his jump and brought it home.
That was Aljur Miles they were going for, you think, number 15?
Yes, sir. And we got the ball on the 2. A lot of times you get the momentum rule where if you're right in there, but that's a good call. He ended up in the end zone, but that's where he caught it. So it's going to start at the 2-yard line, but that's still a possession as opposed to a big catch.
First interception of the season for Grayson Hardy, who leads the Wildcat defense with 91 tackles and 16 last week against Paris. 4:09 left to go first half. Wildcats lead at 21-7. From the 3-yard line. And driver keeps it himself off the left side. Nothing there for Brady Driver.
Just trying to get a little breathing room, and those are no instant challenge on that.
Clock rolling with under 4 minutes left to go in the first half. And at the Sulphur Springs High School band, man-oh-man, that Wildcat band at halftime. They are going to the state competition in San Antonio next week. Driver in the shotgun. Takes the snap, gonna run it himself, tucks it. Has a lead blocker out there, but not able to get any room to run. And he is again tackled close to the line of scrimmage.
Give him much. I thought he got a yard or two more there. See, this is where if they hadn't used those timeouts, they could use some timeouts. Kaufman would save to have a little more time for a score before halftime. I'm kind of glad they bundled a couple of them.
They do have one timeout left with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Wildcats leading 21-7 moments ago. An interception by Grayson Hardy gave them the ball at their own 3-yard line. But now Brady Driver stands 2 steps deep in the end zone. Takes the handoff. Driver going to his right, and Driver will have the first down. He's still on his feet. Brady Driver in the open field. Finally brought down across the 25-yard line at about the 27. Well, you can stop it once, you can stop it twice. Hard to stop it that third time.
Exactly. That was all him. I say all him. That line did a good job, too. But that's a nice size Hooten hardware first down there. And well needed, because I think Kaufman would have called their timeout and tried to put a charge on. Now the Wildcats are in charge. They're going to have a penalty clocked on, too. I didn't see what it was, but that may have been that first call. So it really gets out there. We're going all the way to the 43-yard line.
So it's a personal foul against Kaufman, and it goes all the way to the 43. So that's a total gain of 40 yards on the play. Play action pass by Driver in the pocket, feeling the pressure, hit from behind, tackled by the ankles, but is able to cross the line of scrimmage and get up to about the 49-yard line for a gain of 6 yards.
He was fixing to try one of those home run balls and he stepped up, but he just thought better of it.
2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line. Now the Wildcats have all 3 of their timeouts. 2:10 left to go in the half. Sulphur Springs leading 21-7. And now at the Wildcat 49-yard line, about to cross into Kaufman territory.
A lot of track room here.
Yeah, they are.
I think we're in good shape, but I don't think we're going to take 30 seconds of the play.
Malachi Rowland in the ball game. We're running back. Now you have a false start against the Wildcats. Very obvious. The right side of the line jumping there. And also H-back Grayson Reed looked like he moved for the snap.
That whole scenario in that play just didn't look right. Play took too long to set up.
Yep.
Just didn't look in sync.
This pushes it back to the 44.
Second time. .146 left.
Still 3 timeouts for Sulphur Springs.
Clock's rolling, too.
Yep. Clock is now rolling. 21-7, the Wildcats lead over Kaufman. Need to reach the Kaufman 47-yard line. Driver in the pocket, moving to his right, passing for Wyatt Watson. Makes the catch, but only a very short gain as he is cut down at the 46-yard line over on the far side.
Clock's still rolling. I don't quite understand this, but 3 of them. I would call one.
I think that was the tackle by Cole Martin, who's the freshman middle linebacker. 6 feet, 210 pounds, 62 tackles, 30 solo tackles coming into the game. A freshman for Kaufman. Here's 3rd down and 7. Driver rolling to his right, passing complete.
Nice.
Should have the first down, will have the first down to Wyatt Watson, who makes the catch and goes down at the Kaufman 42-yard line. Wyatt Watson coming across the field from right to left on a nicely thrown ball by Driver.
Excellent throw. Another Hooten's hardware first down. We need about 2 more of those and then one of those Northeast Texas Farmers score.
14 yards off the game. Driver. First down from the 42-yard line. He's back to pass, and he is going to be brought down for a loss.
He needed just a little bit of time because Jackson Harris was breaking over and open over the middle, but he couldn't break before they sacked him.
Richmond sacks in for the Kaufman Lions. And I still haven't seen where the ball's going to be spotted here.
But I think it's going to be right about the 43 going in.
Yeah. And it looks like the Wildcats have taken their first time out here. Sulphur Springs leading 21-7. Wildcats football on KSST.
Well, had a big buzz there, Matt. Wildcats trying to set up a screen pass on the near side here. Kyle Von Morrow read the mail. Comes up with the interception.
They're going to end up starting at about
Kaufman. All right, so that'll negate it. That'll just put it down at where the tackle was made.
Okay.
All right, that's better. I was afraid they were going to stack it.
Yeah.
I feel better with 38 seconds than one field 32.
So it's 15 yards
For
to
the
the
face
south,
mask.
and then 15 yards back to the north, and we're back at the 50-yard line, which is, Tony said, is about where the interception was from.
That's exactly where it was. And of course, you had to step him off since it was live ball, dead ball, but it was just like I said.
21-7, Sulphur Springs leading 32 seconds left to go in the first half. Ty Mollison setting up the screen, tunnel screen on the near side. This is Aljur Miles. He makes the catch and has a nice game, but he is swarmed by Sulphur Springs tacklers before he can pick up the first down. And I see over there Grayson Hardy and Austin Cheney, among others. I think maybe Ty Barbie also went on that tackle for the Wildcats. It'll be the second down and 8, or second down and 2, 8-yard gain for the Kaufman Lions. What did you just call the last?
22 seconds left. Kaufman used their last time out, so they've got to work the sidelines the rest of the way and go for the home run ball.
Yeah. But the Sulphur Springs 42-yard line. Wildcats leading 21-7. Not long ago, they got the interception at the 2-yard line by Grayson Hardy. But then Sulphur Springs is moving up the field. Kyle Von Morrow, whose name we've said a lot tonight, mostly on offense for Kaufman, but obviously he was going both ways. He came up with the interception for the Lions at the 50-yard line. And now, Kaufman, second down and 2 at the Sulphur Springs 42 with 22 seconds on the clock remaining in the first half. Sulphur Springs leading 21-7. Lions up to the line. Ball is on the far hash mark as they move to our right. 2 men wide to the near side, 1 to the far side. H-back outside the left tackle. Running back to the right of Ty Mollison. And I hear whistles. And the play is stopped. So it's a false start or illegal procedure. We used to say illegal procedure for that referee's signal, but we always say false start Tony, I sometimes think it's not really a false start.
I think the false start comes because more people see NFL, and that's what they call it. It is a legal procedure, but if they shut it down on offense, that's what it is, because otherwise they're going to let the play wrong.
Second down at 7 now. The Sulphur Springs 48-yard line. Still 22 seconds on the clock. Two men to the wide side of the formation on this side of the field. Back in motion from left to right. Burleson rolling to his left and a throw it away. Again, he's throwing across his body there, Tony. And that's second down and 8 points.
He was running for his life on that one, so all he was trying to do was get past the line again, and it's a legal down. 18 seconds left. That's a good play by the defensive line. They had a lot of pressure.
I think I said second down and 8. Really, it was second down and 7. Now this is third down and 7. 18 seconds on the clock. No timeouts here for Kaufman.
I think we'll see a running play right here. If we run, see if we might pop it, because I don't think they've got time to run more than a throw for
It looks like they have Elijah Rose in the ball game at running back. They do. They fake it to him. Burleson throwing over the middle. And was that caught? Yes, it was. It was caught at the Sulphur Springs 25-yard line, but the clock will continue to roll. The pass caught by Jeremiah Brown. 10 seconds on the clock. It is rolling from the 25-yard line. Burleson clocks it.
6 seconds.
Ty Burleson spikes the ball, the quarterback, and so, as Tony told you, 6 seconds on the clock from the 25-yard line. Time for certainly one play, maybe two. If they really use the clock expert. Nice play on that play before the pass downfield with Jeremiah Brown.
Well, I was surprised not to see any flags, because it looked like we got there early. We did catch it, but if they had thrown the flags, they would have had the option to take the foul, which would have stopped the clock from the snap.
This is first down. Oh, no, this is second down because of the spike. Right. Second down.
Sulphur's calling the time.
And now Sulphur Springs calls the timeout. Well, let's keep it here. We're almost to halftime, and we don't want to miss the final play of the first half. The Wildcats leading 21-7. This got off to a bit of a shaky start for Sulphur Springs, and looks okay right now, but they're still not in the front.
They're not. Sulphur's a good football club, and they've got some athletes. They're making a few plays, but unlike our drives fortunately have been 2 or 3 plays, and we've had some big drives and quick scores where they've had some longer drives and then fall down on them. So I hope that trend stays that way. That's a nice trade-off.
Kaufman is 2-6 coming into the game, 1-2 in district. They had a very impressive win mid-season against Sunnyvale. That's the last pre-district game, 32-28. Sunnyvale right now is 6-2 for the season, and they're undefeated in their district, and that's a 4A Division II district, so that's down 1 level, but still.
That's close enough. That's close enough.
So Kaufman on any given night, I think will give you a very good game.
They're a good team. They're formidable.
Second and 10. 6 seconds to go. Burleson in the pocket. Throwing over the middle into the end zone. Is that caught for the touchdown? It looks like it is. Touchdown, Kaufman. Touchdown, Kaufman on the final play of the first half.
Perfectly thrown ball. Defender was there, but this was one of those where we had a taller receiver, and he put the ball right where it had to be.
I'm going to check, but I believe this is Jeremiah Brown again who made the catch in the end zone. He had the big catch on the play before. So 25-yard touchdown pass. No time showing on the clock. Again, they show us the swinging gate formation, but they have the holder and the kicker out there in the center of the field, along with the center. And now they shifted into the conventional formation for the point after touchdown. 21-13 with the extra point to come. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good by Rodolfo Gallona, the kicker. And at halftime, it's Sulphur Springs 21 and Kaufman 14.
Quite a turnaround to what it could have been. Kaufman did a good job. I thought we'd held them back there when they had that penalty, but they came through it, did what they're supposed to. And I don't remember what was said earlier about the coin toss, but in the event Kaufman gets second half kickoff, that's absolute perfection on their side.
And they will have the ball to start the second half.
That's not a good situation for the Wildcats. That's that 2-for-1 to work against you. So, yeah, big start on the second half.
That touchdown set up on the interception by Kyle Von Morrow at the 50-yard line. And Tony, they expertly used the clock in the last minute or so there on the clock to work it on down the field. Having 6 seconds showing on the clock for one play, but they got the touchdown.
They did. It was well done. I wasn't exactly excited about the way the Wildcats were using the clock and letting some time run off, but I thought it worked out whenever they had the interception and they didn't have much time left. But they did do a really good job. They had a couple of big plays, and that's what you're supposed to do. That's what good teams do.
So that's a 50-yard drive and 4 plays for Kaufman, the 25-yard touchdown pass from their junior quarterback Ty Burleson to Jeremiah Brown. And Brown had a big catch on the drive to get him down to the 25-yard line. So we are at halftime, 21-14. The Wildcats leading over the Kaufman Lions. This is Wildcats football on KSS2. Sulphur Springs Wildcats football on KSS2. I'm John Bartetzel and Tony Flippin and Chad Young on assignment. Tonight it is 21-14. The Wildcats leading over Kaufman at halftime. And in the World Series, looks like the Rangers are behind now. Is that right? 4-4 on the top of the fourth. That one has gone back and forth tonight. The Rangers in the field right now at Arizona batting. So Tony is, of course, right up to date, very much a man of the 21st century, unlike me, and so he has a video on his cell phone here, which is something I would never manage to do, but we'll keep him apprised of the Rangers game. And there's a letter from first base, throw down, and he was safe. So 4-3, Arizona leading the Rangers, did you say, in the top of the fifth. So 21-14 here, the Wildcats on top. Kaufman got out to a 7-0 lead as they drove 45 yards in 7 plays with their first possession. The Wildcats gave them the ball at the Sulphur Springs 45 on a punt that went out of bounds. So it was only a 7-yard punt. Sulphur Springs comes right back, though, 69-yard touchdown pass from Brady Driver to Jackson Hare. And with the kick by Eric Rodriguez, it was 7-7. And we had then a Kaufman possession. in which they drove down the field from their own 37 to the Sulphur Springs 19, but the Wildcat defense held at that point and got the ball back on downs. And then the Wildcats go on a 6-play, 81-yard drive, 49-yard pass to Skylar Lewis was the big play on that drive. Brady Driver, the 2-yard touchdown run, made it 14-7. Wildcats with 1:15 left to go in the first quarter, and Sulphur Springs has led the rest of the way. Wildcats scored on a 60-yard pass from Brady Driver to Skylar Lewis to make it 21-7. With the extra point by Eric Rodriguez, that was with 8:29 left to go in the second quarter. And then Sulphur Springs got the interception by Grayson Hardy at the 3-yard line when it looked like Kaufman might be getting something together. But then the Wildcats gave it right back on an interception by Kyle Von Morrow at the 50-yard line. And the Lions then drove in the final, I'm not sure what it was, Tony, the last minute or so.
38 seconds.
Was it 38 seconds?
38 seconds.
They got the ball with 38 seconds.
50-yard line.
So they really used the clock. Well, they only had the one timeout. So they really did a great job of using the clock there. Got the 25-yard touchdown pass from Ty Burleson to Jeremiah Brown. And with the extra point, as the clock had already expired at the end of the first half, we go to halftime. Sulphur Springs leading 21-14. Your thoughts on what you've seen here at the first half?
It's a pretty competitive football game. I still think that the Wildcats are the better team, but just like they've shown in recent history, Kaufman comes to play, and they're no slouch by any means. They've got some quality athletes over there. When you've got the coach's son as a quarterback, you've got a coach on the field usually, and he's a talented quarterback. So we keep. I overuse the word big stand and big drive or whatever, but we've got to get the ball out of their hands because they've proven with that running back and the quarterback combo they can move the ball a little bit.
As we pointed out, Kaufman will have the ball to start the second half, so they will have a chance to move down the field and tie the game, or even go ahead, but most likely to tie the game if the Wildcat defense does not rise to the occasion on that first possession of the second half. The district looks like this. Anna and Sulphur Springs are tied for first with 3-0 records. Paris is at 2-1. Kaufman is at 1-2. As it stands right now, Kaufman will be a playoff team. Community and Maybank are 0-3. Tonight we have Anna at Paris, Maybank at Community, and of course here tonight Kaufman at Sulphur Springs. Last week, Anna beat Community 58-6. Anna, by the way, is ranked number 3 in the state in Class 4A Division 1. And Kaufman beat Maybank last week, 47-6. And as I pointed out before the game, the Wildcats struggled with Maybank. Sulphur Springs only beat Maybank, 28-10. But Kaufman beat Maybank 47-6 last week. Of course, the Wildcats won last week 37-30. The other thing that caught my eye this week as I was preparing for this game is that last year Kaufman won this game over Sulphur Springs 28-7.
So there again, there's history kind of repeats itself, and it's like they're not scared to come here. They've had some success here. It's just a matter of mind over matter at times, and when you go into a place, it's like in baseball, you've got a certain field that you can see the ball better, and so you hit better. And Kaufman's not scared to come here, so they've shown it. I still am going with the Wildcats. I think we're the better team, but Kaufman's not going to lay down. They're going to make us play for it.
Kaufman last season was 8-4, 3-2 in the district, so they were a playoff team. And at 8-4, that means they played a couple of playoff games. So they got a couple of rounds deep at the playoffs last year. Their head coach is Jeremy Burleson. He is the father of their coach, of their quarterback Ty Burleson, as Tony mentioned a moment ago. Jeremy Burleson, in his 8th season at Kaufman, has a 49-40 career record. So they are a very respectable program, and Wildcats are learning that tonight if they didn't already know it.
And Jeremy came from here.
He did it.
He was on Greg Owens' staff, and when he left, I believe he left our staff here to go to Kaufman. He may have had one stop somewhere somewhere else. But he's a really good guy and obviously a good coach with some longevity now. And so he's getting his program, he's putting his stamp on the program, and his players are buying in.
The other thing you think about Kaufman is that year after year, Tony, we see in the playoffs, we see teams go deep into the playoffs with 4 or 5 losses.
That's right.
They get their act together, do district play the second half of the season, and you just wonder if that might be what's happening with Kaufman.
It very well could. I mean, a classic example is Paris, and it's because they play such a tough non-district schedule. They're not worried about trying to be ranked up in the top 10. They're trying to develop a program and so forth, and so district, you can, if you happen to lose one you shouldn't, you can say, well, it's non-district, it's no big deal, or you can use the tough games and say we're facing the tough competition to get us ready.
By the way, the Lady Wildcat volleyball team under Bailey Dorner completed their regular season this past week. They are 21-18, finished third in their district at 6-4. They lost to Pleasant Grove, which is a really powerful team, in 3 straight games on Tuesday night. Pleasant Grove, I think, is 31-5 or something for the season, undefeated in district play. And now the Lady Cats will be going to the playoffs. They will have a bi-district game next week against either Canton or Brownsboro. Canton and Brownsboro tied for second place in that district, in the district next to Sulphur Springs district. And so when they have their playoff game, then the Lady Wildcats will know who they will be playing next week in bi-district. But they've had a good season, and they're hoping to extend that season now. And the playoffs starting next week. 21-14, Sulphur Springs leading over Kaufman. At halftime, we're about to hear from the Sulphur Springs High School Band, the award-winning Sulphur Springs High School Band, which will be going to the state competition in San Antonio next week. But we will take another break, and then we will come back with the Wildcat Band when Wildcat football continues on KSST.
Dr. Ryan, Ricky Ball, Tracy Johnson, Gerald, Tracy Williams, Lee Dixon, Gary Miller.
Kaufman will have the football to start the second half. We are still about 15 minutes or so away from the start of the second half of the third period, and momentarily we're going to be hearing from the Sulphur Springs High School Band. Right now the Blue Blazes entertaining on the field. And we will be hearing from the Wildcat Band here in just a few moments. Wildcats on the road next Friday night at Anna. It's the Anna Coyotes, and they have one loss this season, and that was to Salina, one of the top teams in 4A football around the state. But of course, Anna also is a top team in 4A football, and Anna lost that game to Salina. Gosh, I don't remember exactly the score, but it was something in the neighborhood of 41-38 or something like that. It was a very high-scoring, close game. and I believe that was the first week of the season, as a matter of fact. And so we shall see how the Wildcats match up against Anna next week, and if Sulphur Springs can hold on to the lead here against Kaufman. And Anna defeats Paris tonight, which we would anticipate, and we would have a game for the district championship. Both teams, of course, would go to the playoffs. Wildcats have already qualified for the playoffs, but it makes a whole lot of difference where you finish in your district as to who you play once you get into the playoffs. So it makes a difference on the first, second, third, and fourth. Of course, 4 teams go to the playoffs. And Sulphur Springs will be coming out of District 8, and they would be matched up against District 7. And some of the top teams in that district are Salina, Panther Creek from Frisco Panther Creek, Wilmer Hutchins, and Dallas Carter. Also Ranchview, and I believe Ranchview is in Carrollton, is another possible playoff team there. But most likely, definitely Salina, definitely Panther Creek, probably Wilmer, Hutchins, and Carter. And the Wildcats, you may remember, lost to Dallas Carter last year in the by-district game 37-33. So they may or may not want to see the Carter Cowboys again in the first round this year. And that was quite a game last season as the Sulphur Springs Wildcats lost in the first round to Dallas Carter. Could conceivably see them again this season. 21-14, the Wildcats leading over the Kaufman Lions at halftime at Gerald Prim Stadium. This is the final home game of the season. We have had senior night with the Wildcat footballers and also the band and Blue Blazers and cheerleaders introduced before the game. And now advancing to the center of the field, man oh man, that Wildcat band. And let's hear now from the Sulphur Springs High School band momentarily.
Tonight, today I'd like to recognize our Wildcat Band 2023 senior class.
Okay, once again from Gerald, Prim Stadium, John Mark Dempsey, along with Tony Flippin. And we have had some audio problems, I understand, here during the halftime broadcast. Wildcat Band is still on the field. They have given their usual sterling performance. And I believe seniors right now being introduced to the crowd as a group and taking a bow on this senior night. Wildcat Band will be in San Antonio for the UIL state competition. And as I recall, they are performing at 9:45 a.m. Wednesday at the Alamo Dome. No doubt a large crowd of Sulphur Springs folks will be down in San Antonio for that. But performed extremely well recently at the area competition in Midvale. That was last Saturday. And so now they will be in San Antonio this coming week on Wednesday to perform and possibly win and earn state honors for Sulphur Springs High School. And oh man, that Wildcat Band. It is halftime and Sulphur Springs leading over Kaufman 21-14, but Kaufman will have the football to start the second half. And so Wildcat defense going to be tested right away as we start the second half of play. And I can't hear the band in my headphones, so perhaps we could go to the band here and try that again, Matt, if that's possible. Let's see if we can do that. Sulphur Springs leading over a very scrappy Kaufman Lions group at halftime. And we'll be back with the second half as the Wildcats returning to the field right now in just a moment as Wildcat football continues on KSST. Sulphur Springs Wildcats football on KSST. I'm John Mark Dempsey along with Tony Flippin. And our intern Natalie Sheffield with us tonight. Doing another outstanding job on the video that you all are viewing on YouTube. So the Wildcats kicking off to Kaufman here. Kaufman, Tony, scored on the last play of the first half, and now Sulphur Springs is kicking to Kaufman.
This is the chess game that is get that second half kickoff and be worked to a tee for Kaufman right now, and so Sulphur Springs has a job of not letting them get that tying score. So, another time you get tired of hearing it. Big drive coming up.
Kaufman scored on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Ty Burleson to Jeremiah Brown. On the final play of the first half, Eric Rodriguez has it teed up. He will be kicking to the north end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium to start the second half. Rodriguez advancing on the ball, gets a foot into it, and this one coming down at the 13-yard line. Here's the return for Kaufman. That's Elijah Rose on the kickoff return out to the 26-yard line.
Zach Thomas on the tackle. They kicked it a little deeper that time. We've had quite a difference of kicks. Now the referee's going to have rotator cuff surgery because it didn't stop the clock.
That's true. It's still rolling.
It's still going. So we'll have to have a little bit of a reset.
Referee is Cody Nolan out of the Tyler chapter tonight. I don't know what it's going to say, but it's not going to be 11:23, which is what it says right now.
11:55. That's about more like it. It was a very basic return. So 11:55.
Wildcats leading 21-14, but Kaufman with the football from their own 27-yard line. And on the first down running play, this is Kyle Levon Morrow again. He goes off left tackle and turns upfield and has about 6 yards for Kaufman to the 33-yard line. Second down and 4.
A whole lot like the first half there.
Kyle Von Morrow, 6 feet, 180-pound senior for Kaufman, had a big first half. Second down and 4. Ty Burleson again. Morrow straight ahead. Morrow with a head of steam across the 40 up to about the 41-yard line. Looks like he'll have the first down. Aaron Vaughn, the middle linebacker for the Wildcats, made the tackle.
Nothing fancy there. They're just deciding that this running back's better than our defense.
First down Kaufman, and its own 41-yard line, moving to the south end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium. 2 men wide to the far side and 1 to the near side. Morrow to the left of the quarterback, Ty Burleson, who's in the shotgun, and you hear the whistles, and this is a false start against Kaufman.
Left tackle pulled up quicker. Wildcats pointed at him and tried to make sure they didn't miss it. We get a lot of help out there on the field.
So this gives Kaufman a 1st and 15 from the 36-yard line. First and 15 for Kaufman. 10:42 to go third quarter. 2 men wide to the near side and 1 to the far side. And they give it to Morrow, trying to go off tackle to the right side. This time he is caught and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And that for the Wildcats is Alex McCormick, the sophomore linebacker, shooting the gap to make the tackle there.
Did a good job. He kind of hand-tackled him because he was fighting off a blocker, but he was able to hold on, and reinforcement came and made sure. That's the type that in the first half Morrow was breaking, getting some yards, so that's a good sign there early in the second half.
Loss of 4 yards, second down and 19 from the 32-yard line for Kaufman. Back to the right of Burleson, the quarterback. Fake the handoff, and a quick pass to the flat on the near side is caught. And that is, for the first time, Jonathan Wren makes the catch for Kaufman.
We'll give them 4 yards on second and about 17 or so, 7 and 18.
Back to the previous line of scrimmage.
Third 15 now. Statement play.
Need to get to the Sulphur Springs 49-yard line for the first down on this 3rd and 15. By the way, Arizona leading the Rangers 5-3. What inning is that, Tony?
Top of 6.
There's the snap to Burleson on the 3rd and 15. Burleson looking deep. Got a man out there throwing to him, and incomplete. In and out of his hands at about the 20-yard line of the Wildcats.
That was a perfectly thrown ball, and Sulphur Springs should be shaking that receiver's obviously wet hand. That was a touchdown waiting to happen. So big break on this first series, and now we should get the punt and see if we can get our offense started.
That was Jeremiah Brown who caught the touchdown pass on the final play of the first half. He had a step on his nearest defender there. Here's the punt by Burleson. Twisting kick taken at the 20-yard line. And here's the return. This is Skylar Lewis for Sulphur Springs across the 25 up to about the 28-yard line. Skylar Lewis.
Return. Just took it north-south, got what he could get. Gives us a pretty good start in field position.
Good punt by Burleson.
Both teams having their quarterbacks punt give you that something extra back there. You never know when that fake might be coming.
It's a 51-yard punt by Burleson. So Wildcats leading 21-14 from their own 27-yard line. Play action pass. Make the handoff, and then Skylar Lewis landing in from left to right. Had a step on his man, but the pass just out of his reach at the 40-yard line. Second down and 10 for Sulphur Springs.
That's about the first one that Brady hadn't been right on the money, and he was only about a foot away. So he's got his arm loosened up pretty good. The passing game looks good. I just hope we don't have to rely on it absolutely.
Wildcat defense got off the field on that first possession after Kaufman received the kickoff to start the third quarter. Driver claps his hands for the ball on this second down and 10 play. Design quarterback run all the way as Brady Driver takes it outside the tackle and works his way to the sideline. Not very much of a gain there, maybe a couple of yards just short of the 30-yard line. It's going to be a third down and 8 for the Wildcats.
We ran a long way to get 2 yards gain there. So.
Clock stops with 8:55 to go in the third quarter, and Sulphur Springs leading 21-14. Cameron Jefferson coming into the ball game at running back. Malachi Roman comes out of the game. Also, Bryant Watson coming out of the game. I'm not sure who came in his place at the wideout slot. This third and 8 play, Driver in the shotgun. Back pedals, throwing for Skylar Lewis at the 40-yard line. Threw it behind him. Lewis tried to bring it down with one hand, but not able to do it. That freshman middle linebacker was back there on the coverage for Kaufman. That is Cole Martin.
We just got a big old flag tossed up there, and I don't see anybody but blue around. I'm afraid we're not going to like this one.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Wildcats here.
Yep. Somebody said something at the wrong time. That's not good for this field position, bro. That's 15 bad.
So this walks the ball back inside the 15-yard line. Put it down, well, at the 14. Yes, it's all the way back to the 14-yard line. So this is fourth down, and the scoreboard hasn't calculated it yet, but it's
About
fourth down and
22.
more than 20. Yeah, we'll say fourth and 22. Brady Driver back to punt. Quarterback standing at the 2-yard line, gets a good snap, and the punt away. This one's rather low, coming to the sideline. Again, not the best punt. Out of bounds somewhere around the 40-yard line. They say it is the 40 of Sulphur Springs. So that's a 26-yard punt by Brady Driver, and Kaufman with terrific field position at the Sulphur Springs 40. The big 48 left to go in the third quarter. The Wildcats leading 21-14.
That's where that 15-yard penalty really hurts. That puts it on our side of the football field. Gotta have more discipline than that.
Short field for Kaufman. Wildcats penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct, forcing that punt from the 14-yard line. Ty Burleson, quarterback, rolling out to his left, passing, complete. And the flat over on the far side, the receiver gets out of the first tackle. Down the sideline and out of bounds at about the 22 or 23-yard line. It's another first down for Kaufman.
It's 22nd. Still enough for a first down.
Yeah, 28, you're right. 12-yard gain. Jeremiah Brown made the catch over on the far side. The touchdown pass the end of the first half for Ty Burleson. Elijah Rose in the ballgame at running back. Give it to Rose. And that's a nice gain up the middle for Kaufman down inside the 19-yard line. I said that was Elijah Rose, but that was Kyle Vaughn Morrow again.
Going with the hurry up this time.
Second down and 2. Again, they give it to Kyle Vaughn Morrow, and he is down to about the 12-yard line. That's another first down for the Kaufman Lions.
That's the first time they've gone with that immediate rush offense, but they didn't want to let the Wildcats sub any, and it worked out for them. They can still get a first down at the 2.
First down at the Sulphur Springs 12-yard line. Kaufman trailing 21-14. Snap to Ty Burleson. He is hit and dropped for a loss in the backfield.
Nice play there.
And that is Zach Thomas, defensive end for Sulphur Springs, coming in to make the sack. And Ty Burleson losses back to the 15-yard line. So that's a loss of 3 yards. It is second down and 13 for Kaufman.
That's where he had an option to hand off, and he held the ball, and wasn't fooled at all. He had a good penalty, or a good tackle for a loss. So that's a good start to this play.
And that's the second tackle for loss by Zach Thomas tonight. There's the handoff to Kyle Vaughn Morrow, and he is cut down at the line of scrimmage.
Could have been a fumble. Let's see what, if they stop the clock, that's going to be Sulphur Springs ball, I believe. I don't know why else they're going to stop the clock.
Wildcats did a great job of stopping the play, and it looks like Sulphur Springs has recovered the fumble here at the 15-yard line. And did you see who recovered the fumble?
I could not see. Even the Wildcat numbers I could see a little bit, but there was a big scrum right there. But good gang tackling, and somehow they got him when they were gang tackling him, and they got that ball out of there. So that's a big turnaround. Now we need to put some positive yards and turn this around on offense.
So the Sulphur Springs defense rising to the occasion once again, 21-14. The Wildcats on top with 7:14 left to go in the third quarter. First down from the 15-yard line. Wildcats keep it on the ground. Here is some power running off right tackle for Sulphur Springs. That is Cameron Jefferson. I don't think we've said his name very often tonight.
No.
But Jefferson gains 8 yards out to the 23-yard line. Second down and 2. Wildcats quickly with the snap. Once again, Cameron Jefferson between the tackles. Jefferson keeps his legs pumping, lowers his shoulder, has the first down as he gets out across the 25 to the 28-yard line.
It's a Hooten's hardware first down, and that was a way there. The Wildcats said if Kaufman wants to do that quick turn, we'll do the same. Both of them ended up with first downs.
Fast-moving third quarter, 6:30 left to go, and the clock is rolling. First down, the 28-yard line. Wildcats with the football. Brady Driver rolling out to the near side. He's got Skylar Lewis in the flat, and Lewis spins and gets away from the first tackler and crosses the 50-yard line into Kaufman territory at the 47-yard line.
Well-developed play there. Sulphur's had success with the quick slant, and that time I saw the cornerback jump the route, and it wasn't going to be that, or else Skylar made a good adjustment. Brady saw him, but he stayed down the sideline, perfectly thrown ball, and it was a nice play there. Another Hooten's hardware first down.
23 yards on the game to Skylar Lewis. And Wildcats in business with the first down at the Kaufman 47-yard line. Driver takes the snap, setting up in the pocket, going for Skylar Lewis down the field. A lot of bumping going on there at the 20-yard line.
Here
comes a late flag. Lewis competing there with Jonathan Wren.
This will be interesting.
Yeah, they're both colliding with each other.
They did, and I'm not so sure that flag didn't come from the umpire. And if the back judge, line judge, and field judge all let it go, I'm not see whose flag it was. I think it's going to be waved off myself for uncatchable. Yep, they're going to call it uncatchable. And that looked bad. It was incidental contact, and always whoever's on offense thinks they got ripped because they could have had it. But they're, if both guys are looking back at it, you get your feet tangled or your hips tangled, it's just the rub of the drop.
Well, Skylar Lewis and Jonathan Red were contesting for the ball and bumping each other there at the 20-yard line. The flag went down, but they have waved it off on 2nd down and 10 for Sulphur Springs. At the Kaufman 47-yard line, Sulphur Springs leading 21-14. 6:10 left to go, third quarter. Snap to driver, bubble screen to the far side is caught, but very short game. That is Wyatt Watson on the catch over there, looking for a block, but not really able to get any running room, and he was out of bounds at the 45-yard line, or actually the 46, so he gains 1 yard.
So another time where the cornerback, I think that was a little slow developing. If the ball had been there a little quicker, I think it could have come through. But a little slow developing, and the cornerback made a good job, a good play. That's twice.
2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats at the Kaufman 46-yard line. And in motion, that is Jackson Hare from right to left. Driver rolls out, throws, and incomplete inside the 30-yard line. I believe that's intended for Jackson Hare. Downfield. No, that's Wyatt Watson, who was the intended receiver.
Just a little tall. 4th down. Decision time. Midfield. Do you punt? Try to put them in a hole. This is where having your quarterback as your punter gives you lots of options.
Right. 4th and 9. 46-yard line of Kaufman. Brady Driver appears to be in regular shotgun formation here. He's taking his time before the snap. Now he seems to be dropping back a little bit further, and he will get a quick kick away. And this one lands at the 12-yard line. A race for the football. The Wildcats are doing it. Skylar Lewis picks it up at the 2-yard line.
Great job, great coverage there. One thing that I don't think that gets taught in high school and colleges, we could have run and caught that ball and run straight through the end zone, and we still would have the ball where they took possession of the ball, unlike NFL. And too many times I see that it's not done. The Wildcats did a great job there. Put a 98-yard field in front of Kaufman, and that's huge.
So you don't have to get your back to the goal line, or if you pick up the ball and your momentum carries you into the end zone, that's okay.
You can actually be standing in the end zone if you reach out in the field of play and the ball stays there. It's the relationship of the ball to the goal line. It's a plane, unlike NFL, where you can dive in and kick it back.
I see.
So completely different.
Good 44-yard punt there by Brady Driver on short punt formation. First down they give it to Kyle Vaughn up the middle, and he is only able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. So 2nd down and 10 from the 2. Wildcats lead it 21-14. That's the score that we had at halftime. 5:30, and the clock is rolling in the third quarter.
I think we'll see another dose of Mr. Morrow here, as they don't have much running room, and he's been very successful so far this year, this game. Big test here for that defensive line.
Ty Burleson under center. They give it to a wingback. Going from left to right, and he's around the corner and down the sideline. We'll have a first down. He's out across the 25-yard line. This is Jeremiah Brown, the junior for Kaufman, and they're out of the hole, Tony.
And once again, I'm with the jinx on it. I am not very good prognosticator.
To the 27-yard line, so that is a 25-yard gain. They have Jeremiah Brown lined up as a wingback. He went in motion. They gave it to him on a sweep to the far side. He got around the corner for 25 yards and a first down. Snap to Ty Burleson. Handoff up the middle. Kyle Vaughn Morrow, and he's carrying tacklers with him all the way out across the 45 up to the 47-yard line for a gain of 20 yards.
About 10 of them are carrying blue jerseys. That young man has a determination about him that is very likable. I just wish he had a blue jersey on instead of that white.
Ty Barbie finally rode it down from behind. Kyle Von Morrow came into the game with 265 yards rushing, 5.3 yards per carry. And 17 catches for 156 yards. Now this is a first down for Kaufman at the 47-yard line, and they go off tackle to the right side. Another nice gain for Kaufman. And again, this is Kyle Vaughn. I beg your pardon, this is Jeremiah Brown, the wingback who got it that time on that jet sweep.
That was the jet sweep opposite side, and it wasn't as successful, but it still netted about 7 yards. So.
And get to the Sulphur Springs 45-yard line. So this is second down and 3 for Kaufman. Wide outs to the far side, 2 of them, one to the near side. Burleson throwing deep at the 15-yard line. It's too late. Good coverage there by Ty Barber.
I appreciate the pass there. He tried to get the home run instead of getting 3 yards for a first. So if we can make a good play here, then we can put it make a decision for them too.
Third down and 2, third down and 3. Sulphur Springs 46-yard line. Big play in the game here. Sulphur Springs leading 21-14. 3:32 left to go in the third quarter. Burleson under center, hands off.
Did he drop the ball
Well,
again?
there did look to be a loose ball there, but the Wildcats not too excited about it. It's Kyle Von Morrow again, who will be very close to a first down at the Sulphur Springs 38-yard line to move to the chains.
Yeah, he got a first down. I think the ball was fumbled, but he must have gotten it back because there was sure reaction there.
8 yards on the game by Kyle Von Morrow. We don't have access to statistics, but I'm sure he's over 100 yards rushing.
Got the ball.
Touchdown in the first quarter, 10-yard run. First down and 10. Kyle Von Morrow up the middle, big hole, down to the Sulphur Springs 30-yard line. 8 yards on the gain here, a bit more than 8.
But I'm glad he had a strong T-shirt on because that's what they drug him down. And he's not going to gain any yards this play because he took himself out. I think he's gassed.
First down at the Sulphur Springs 8-yard line, 30-yard line, I should say. Kaufman moving from left to right. Sulphur Springs leading 21-14. Elijah Rose is just about as good. And at tailback, he takes a step to his right, then cuts it back as he goes up the middle inside the 25 down to the 24-yard line for a gain of 6 yards.
And now they stop at the clock. He's trying to reset it. It was just a run up the middle, and the clock's supposed to be running.
I don't think so.
Umpire stopped it for some reason. I thought maybe we'd gotten a turnover there. I didn't see it.
This drive started at the Kaufman 2-yard line. Now they give it to Rose, and Rose is swarmed in the backfield and brought down for a loss. Elijah Rose. And on the tackle for Sulphur Springs, senior linebacker Braxton Wall, and also Grayson Hardy in on that tackle for the Wildcats. That's a loss back to the 27-yard line, so it's a loss of 3.
Well, really good penetration. Didn't let him get his footing going, and there was enough secondary pursuit. They got him. 3rd and 7.
The 27-yard line. Burleson takes the snap. And flags now go down. That play was already underway before I heard the whistles, but they stopped the play, and it's a false start against Kaufman. So this will push them back to the 32-yard line.
Yep.
And it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Lions. Make it 3rd and 12.
12, and here comes Mr. Morrow back in there. I think he's got his breath, so I would kind of watch where he's going.
Lions need to reach the Wildcats' 20-yard line for the first down. Kyle Von Morrow back in the ballgame for Kaufman. Ty Burleson, the quarterback, in the shotgun. There's 2 wide left, 1 wide right. Burleson feeling the pressure, scrambling out of the pocket, and ducks out of bounds over on the far side after he crossed the line of scrimmage. He picked up 2 or 3 yards, but that's about all. They're going to have a 4th down and long.
Good play there, a good pursuit by the Wildcats. Mr. Morrow made a nice play to keep him from getting sacked for about 6-yard loss. 4th and 9. This could be a game-changing play here.
The Sulphur Springs 29-yard line. Minute 8 left to go third quarter. Wildcats lead at 21-14. Ball at the far hash. Moving left to right. Burleson in the shotgun. Back pedals. Has his man at the 15-yard line complete. He'll have the first down at the 10-yard line of the Wildcats. And that is Archer Miles.
Took too long. The play took for a long time to develop. Their offensive line did a good job, and Burleson had enough time before the good ball. It was well done on their part.
19 yards on the game. First down and goal at the 10-yard line. Wildcats lead 21-14. They hand it off to Kyle Von Morrow up the middle. Morrow plows ahead for 2 or 3 yards. Larry Vaughn there to make the tackle for the Wildcat middle linebacker. So it's a gain of 2 to the 8.
If they so choose, they can run out the third quarter there, but we'll see what they want to do. Looks like they're going to go ahead and play.
No scoring here in the third quarter so far. 13 seconds left to go. Second and goal for the 8. Man in motion from left to right. They pitch it to him, and he is going to be cut down near the 5-yard line.
That's going to do it for the third quarter.
Once again, that is Jeremiah Brown, who's treated very rudely by the Wildcat defense there. And brought down at the 6-yard line. That will be the final play of the third quarter. The Sulphur Springs leading 21-14. We're going to the fourth. This is Wildcats football on KSS2. Start of the fourth quarter, it is Sulphur Springs 21, Kaufman 13. Kaufman third and goal at the Wildcat 6-yard line. Huge play for both teams. Sulphur Springs 3-0 in the district. Kaufman is 1-2. Sulphur Springs needing a win to remain tied for all likelihood with Anna for first place in the district, but they are being challenged here by the Kaufman Lions in a big way.
Kaufman's trying to culminate a 98-yard drive, which would be a huge statement.
Wildcats down. Brady Driver's punt at the 2-yard line, but here they are at the 6 on this third down play. And off to Morrow trying to go wide to the left side. Wildcats trying to contain the play. Now this is not Morrow, but this is Jeremiah Brown, who makes his way across the goal line. Jeremiah Brown, the wingback, on a jet sweep, taking the handoff. And the Wildcats, for a moment, looked like they had the play contained, at least enough to keep it from getting across the goal line, but he makes a little cutback move at the last moment and just barely gets across the goal line, and Kaufman can tie the game with the extra point.
Just a good play they made. Got out there to the edge. Wildcats had pursuit, and he put his foot down and was able to twist and come back in there.
Brown was not on the roster until this week, as far as I know. Here's the kick now, and it is no good. The kick by Rodolfo Guyana is wide to the left, and so Sulphur Springs holds the lead still at 21-20 with 11:51 to go in the ballgame. Wildcats football continues after this on KSS2.
I thought we were offside.
28-yard drive by Kaufman and 14 plays, Tony. Big play of the drive, but to get along with the whole 25-yard run by Jeremiah Brown. But they had a 19-yard pass to Azure Miles, and then the 6-yard touchdown run by Jeremiah Brown. His second touchdown of the night, with the extra point no good, so the score remains 21-20 Sulphur Springs. 11:51 left to go in the ball game. Wildcat offense needs to take command of the game right here.
Absolutely. That was just a dream drive. You have one or two of those a year. They just happen.
Kickoff is taken by Wyatt Watson for Sulphur Springs, and Watson going to his right now. He reverses field, going across the field, breaks the tackle. He's at the 40, near the sideline over on the far side, and he will be brought down somewhere around the 46-yard line. Great return there by Wyatt Watson for Sulphur Springs.
Did a really good job. It's going to be an interesting 11 minutes left in this game. Getting a little chippy out there when they have some of those tackles that take a little extra time to get them on the ground. It's getting a little chippy. So we've got ourselves a burner for this last quarter.
21-20, Sulphur Springs leads. Basically the full fourth quarter in front of us here.
Yep. With an excellent field position after that return. So this is a good job, good time to answer, even though it wouldn't be 98 yards. A score is a score right now.
Snap to Brady Driver. Driver fakes the handoff. Driver going to his right now, cutting it back. And Driver across the line of scrimmage will have a nice gain for the Wildcats into Kaufman territory at the 44-yard line.
About 8 yards on that one. He just tucked it and run. There wasn't any option there.
Well, it's student body right with the quarterback as the ball carrier.
That's it. I think we're going to get a steady diet of him in the fourth quarter.
Again, he carried it 23 times last week for 163 yards and 4 touchdowns against Bears.
He's well qualified.
You can say that. 2nd and 2. Cameron Jefferson in the ballgame. They fake to him. And down the sideline for Skyler Lewis makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Brought down from behind inside the 5 at the 2. What a combination. Brady Driver to Skyler Lewis.
That was another one where Skyler put the dip in like he was going either the slant or the post and then stuck it back out to the flag, and Brady put it perfectly. Had a safety support over the top and still couldn't get there.
42 yards on the gain. Handoff goes to Cameron Jefferson. Jefferson at the goal line, waiting for the signal. I still haven't seen a touchdown signal, and I hear the horn going off.
That's surprising. He looked to me to be a good yard in the end zone.
Okay, apparently is a touchdown for Sulphur Springs. I never saw the signal.
I'm not sold on it yet.
Public address announcer Kevin Willie said touchdown. Now the PAT team is coming out onto the field. They gave it to Cameron Jefferson up the middle, and he was really pushing with every inch there close to the goal line. I could never see if he got across the goal or not, but obviously he did.
He didn't look like there was any doubt to me, but neither wing official went up with their hands.
There's the extra point by Eric Rodriguez, strong and true. And the Wildcats now take an 8-point lead, 28-20, with 10:38 left to go in the ball game. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Wildcats football on KSST. Sulphur Springs leading over Kaufman 28-20 with 10:38 to go. Tony, that is a 54-yard drive for Sulphur Springs in 3 plays. The big play of the drive, the 42-yard pass from Brady Driver to Sky Lewis, setting up the 2-yard touchdown run by Cameron Jefferson. Don't forget the kickoff return by Wyatt Watson to get it going.
Set it up, sure was. Speaking of that kickoff, this is fixed to be a J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff.
By the way, also, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says, way to go Wildcats for that touchdown just a moment ago. Here's the kickoff by Eric Rodriguez. Fair catch at the 25 or 26-yard line
got a little caught up in the action and kind of misused our sponsors that we very much appreciate.
Yeah, we also need to give credit for Hooten's hard play first down.
Absolutely.
Down there at the 2-yard line. That pass to Skylar Lewis. Absolutely. And a really nice kickoff return. I don't remember, did he start about the 30? It's not a long kickoff return, but he really used his blockers well and made something out of it. Gave a great field position at the 46-yard line to start the drive.
But that was a classic, just like the first half. Kaufman held the ball, and actually got the score. Sulphur got it in just 2 or 3 plays and scored. So it's the same MO for the whole game.
That's right. Kaufman had a 98-yard drive to score their last touchdown. Here is Morrow up the middle again. Boy, he is a fighter, isn't he? He is something. He just keeps those legs churning no matter what. It takes 4 or 5 Wildcats to bring him down. We're going to go ahead and give credit on that tackle to Nathan Andrews, interior lineman. 8-yard gain, yes, out to the 35-yard line.
I'm going to do a little checking on Mr. Morris' stats, because unless this is an anomaly, they've got themselves running there.
And off to Morrow, and he's out to the 37-yard line, very close to the first step. Well, Kyle, I'm still struggling with that name. Kyle Von Moore came into the game with nice stats, Tony. 265 yards rushing, 5.3 yards per carry, 6 rushing touchdowns. But nothing but just his eye-popping. And then receiving, they haven't thrown the ball to him as far as I know tonight. He had 17 catches for 156 yards and a touchdown coming into the game.
Well, if he's got 265 yards for the season, he's got, I'm going to say he's at the 150 plus right here in this one game.
I think you're right. This is first down. And Wildcats stop the play near the line of scrimmage here.
1-yard gain. That was a good play. They went to the short side, didn't have much to work with. The Wildcats used the sideline to their advantage.
It's again Jeremiah Brown, whose name we've said a lot tonight. He gets a yard to the 38-yard line.
And I don't know who hobbled off, but somebody involved in that play kind of hobbled off their ankle, got twisted a little. So.
Second down and 9 for Kaufman. The 38-yard line. They fake the handoff going to the left side, and then Burleson turns it, rolls out to his right, throws it to the flat. The pass is complete. It's going to be close to a first down.
It'll be a yard short, 3rd and 1.
Catch. That was Mason Seabolt. Was the tight end. And then H-back, and he gets to the 36-yard line. Tony told you 3rd and 1 from the 46. Burleson under center. Is this quarterback sneak?
If anybody very much moved, the line's coming in, I'm not sure they're going to give that to him. I think we're still going to be a little short.
Burleson on a quarterback sneak, and it will be 4th and less than 1.
They didn't give him much. The officials didn't pinch in like I like to see, so we might have gotten a little bit of a break there.
Wildcats leading 28-20. 4th and less than 1. Burleson again under center, and again a quarterback sneak, and I think he's got it
this time, yeah.
All he needed was about half a yard.
I actually think he got it the time before. He didn't get a very good spot. So.
Yeah, when you're listening to Tony, you're listening to a guy with 25 years of high school experience experience as a high school referee in Texas high school football.
Getting chewed on for 25 years.
So he knows whereof he speaks.
Loved every minute.
First down for the Kaufman Lions. And on a sweep to the far side, they finally make the corner, work it upfield for a modest gain. And again, this is the young man Jeremiah Brown, whose name we're saying not more often here in the second half.
That's their adjustment. They've used that jet sweep several times. We're keying so much on Mr. Barr that we're letting that jet sweep get us. So they've got a good 1-2 punch working. But the clock's working down in our favor a little bit.
8:04 to go. 2nd and 6. Sulphur Springs 48-yard line for Kaufman. Play action pass. Burleson rolls out. Passes complete in the flat. Down the sideline goes the receiver. Out of bounds near the 30-yard line of Sulphur Springs, and it will be another first down for the Kaufman Lions. And once again, that's Jeremiah Brown making the catch, working his way down the sideline using his blockers all the way to the Sulphur Springs 30-yard line for a gain of 19 yards. 28-20. One possession game.
Well, the downsides to our scoring drive is the defense was on the field for 98 yards and only got a 3 or 4 play break.
So we have Kyle Vaughn Morrow, it is, up the middle for Kaufman all the way to the Sulphur Springs 19-yard line for a gain of 11 yards. Now that should be a first down, and we have a penalty.
We'll take that help any way we can get it.
Coming out, my eyes were not on the referee Cody Nolan when he gave that signal. Did you see this?
Nah, it's going to be holding.
Yeah, it's a 10-yard penalty, so I'm assuming a holding call here.
Yeah.
Back to the 40-yard.
Referee's not going to call much for holding.
This is first and 20 for Kaufman from the Sulphur Springs 40. Morrow back at the shotgun, fakes the handoff, double screen, far side, makes the catch, and carries a tackler down close to the 30-yard line. And again, that is Jeremiah Brown for Kaufman.
They've got some young men that are determined and run hard, so Coach Burleson's got them playing hard. He stepped out a little earlier, so it's now going to be 2nd and 14. So we'll take that. Very competitive team. I like how they play. Still going to take our blue.
6 yards on the game, 2nd down and 14. The Sulphur Springs 34. Wildcats lead 38-30. Handoff off left tackle, and it's another big game for the rushing game of Kaufman. And that is Kyle Von Morrow on the carry down to the 23-yard line for a gain of 11 yards.
That's the first time. I'm sorry.
3rd down and 2.
That's the first time I've seen him fake the jet sweep, and we kind of took that, and then he went back right up the middle. So they've been using it kind of the opposite.
3rd down and 2 from the Sulphur Springs 22-yard line. Give it to
It's legit. It's just powerful.
first down for Kaufman at the 20-yard line. 6:53 to go. The clock is rolling. Wildcats lead it 28-20. This drive started at the 26-yard line for Kaufman. Now at the Sulphur Springs 20. This will be the 12th play of the drive. First down, Lions. Burleson the quarterback. Hands off. Big hole, left side this row, and Rose breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage and is down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line for a gain of 6 yards. 2nd and 4.
They was wide open, and we're doing some arm tackling, and those runners, as hard as they're running, he turned about a 1-yard gain into about 6.
Ball between the hash marks. Kaufman moving from right to left. Hand off to Elijah Rose. Breaks a tackle. Across the 10. Finally brought down at about the 8-yard line. That'll be another first down for the Kaufman Lions. And on that tackle there for Sulphur Springs, Ty Barbie. And also the defensive tackle, Day Hall for Sulphur Springs. Don't get it before he gets to the 8-yard line, and do settle downs for Kaufman.
We're not winning the one-on-one battle between the tacklers, so that's hurting us right now. That's just a credit to the Kaufman players.
First and goal at the Sulphur Springs 8-yard line. Wildcats lead 28-20, but that lead very much in jeopardy. Burleson, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, and he is going to be sacked, brought down for a loss. Back at the 12-yard line, the tackle there by Nathan Andrews for the Wildcats. Defensive tackle.
I'm going to say thank you to the Kaufman coaching staff for calling that play, because they've had nothing but success on the run, and then to do that sure didn't work.
That's right. Great play by Nathan Andrews. We said his name a time or two.
Yes, absolutely.
I called him a defensive tackle. He was a defensive end for the Wildcats.
he did a good job that time. He didn't go for the fake and had good pursuit.
Second down and goal from the 12. And off to Morrow. Morrow going off right tackle.
That's more like it.
Crosses the line of scrimmage, but doesn't get much more. Laren Vaughn, the middle linebacker, rides him down at about the 9-yard line.
That's about a 2-yard gain. We're coming together.
Third and goal.
We need to keep them where they can't see that goal line.
Second 9, let's make it the 8. Third and goal from the 8. 4:48 to go. Clock is rolling. Wildcats lead 28-20. Empty backfield for Ty Burleson. Man in motion. They fake to him. And Burleson passing to Alcher Miles makes the catch. And a screen to the left side, and he is swerved at the 5-yard line. Ty Barbie is there for Sulphur Springs. Also Bo Loggins. And it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 5.
This will be interesting to see if they've got a kicker, whether or not they want to try to kick a field goal. Even though 8 points is a one-score game, it's not an automatic on that 2-pointer, but they're going to go for it. So, huge play here.
17th play of the drive. 4th and goal at the 5-yard line. Sulphur Springs leads 28-20. Burleson looking to the sideline. Still plenty of time on the play clock. Burleson in the shotgun, has a back to his left, 2 wideouts to the right side. Back shoulder throw to the far side is incomplete. I don't like that call, Tony.
I do.
Well, from the standpoint of good offensive football, I'm not seeing that. And they're going for their big gun over there, Alger Miles.
Yep, they just took a shot.
Yeah, 6'3", 180-pound receiver who's got some very impressive numbers coming in, but that's a low percentage play to me. Going across the field,
Yep.
back shoulder throw to the far side of the end zone.
I'm shocked that one team or the other did not call a timeout on that play. I was shocked to see that take off, but very pleased.
17-play drive for Kaufman. Wildcats get it back at the 5-yard line. Brady Driver calls his own number, and across the 5-yard line up to the 8-yard line is Driver off right tackle. It's 3 and a second down and 7. 3:32 to go. The clock is rolling. Wildcats 28, Kaufman 20. We said at the start of the game that this is going to be a much tougher game than maybe a lot of people think.
This will be very formidable opponent.
Second down and 7. Driver takes the snap, and Driver again going straight ahead, covers up the ball, lowers his shoulder out to about the 13-yard line for a gain of 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Big play. We need this one bad.
Really need this first down. Driver takes the snap. Driver hit behind the line. And gets up to about the 19-yard line. I don't think he will have the first down. And surely you must punt it.
You've got to. You can't afford that. Kaufman has taken a timeout. Got 2:46 left. That I don't know. You trust Mr. Driver big time, but we needed that one huge.
Kaufman drive, by the way, was 17 plays, 63 yards to the 5-yard line. Wildcats stop him on downs. 28-20, Sulphur Springs. This is Wildcats football on KSS2. One spot, James. Coming up 4th and 1 for Sulphur Springs at the 14-yard line. I think I said, did I say, I may have said the 19. I'm sorry if I did. It's the 14-yard line.
Lining up in punt formation, and this Brady has only punted twice and has not punted for a good average at all. This one, we need a senior punt this time.
He had that punt down to the 2-yard line, which was his best punt, and that was kind of a roll.
Kind of a little pooch, too.
Yeah. It rolled a little bit.
Yeah.
There
was a fake.
A fake, how about
and we
that?
got it. I think we got it. We did. That's a huge play right there. Huge.
Short
huge.
snap, and that was carried by Caden Mitchell for Sulphur Springs, and he picks up the first down at the 19-yard line. Brady Driver leaped up as if the snap was over his head.
Yep.
To distract Kaufman, but the snap was to Caden Mitchell.
Clock is running at 2:25. Kaufman only has 2 timeouts left. This may be good enough. I know if we get 1 first down, that'll be enough. Huge play.
2-yard gain on 4th and 1. First down now at the 16-yard line. Snap to Driver. Pass to Brady. Pass to Sky Lewis, and Lewis off to the races at the 50, at the 40, at the 30. One man to beat, and he is going to score. Skylar Lewis.
Who needs to run out the clock when you've got Driver to Lewis for about 80? Oh, man. At least I didn't predict that one.
84 yards on the touchdown pass. Play action pass. Driver faked the handoff, passing to Skylar Lewis, ran a post. Caught it at about the 45-yard line. Nobody was going to catch it.
Mercy. What a game.
Wildcats now seemingly safely in front, 34-20. Kaufman lying down over on the far side, now being assisted from the field. 14-point lead for Sulphur Springs with 1:58 to play.
That's 2 plays in a row that were gutsy and unconventional. You got to give Coach Faircloth a big pat on the back for that try on 4th.
And offensive coordinator Peter Medlock, I'm sure, had something to say about that too. Here's the extra point by Eric Rodriguez. It's good. 35-20, 15-point lead for the Wildcats. 1:58 to go. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
Still 5-3, the bottom of the 8th. We're not making any movement on it. Sure is. They said 10 o'clock. Look at there. 10 o'clock. Kick it over their head if I'm standing at 15.
Tony, that is a 95-yard drive for Sulphur Springs in 5 plays. And 84 yards comes on the pass from Brady Driver to Sky Lewis for the touchdown. Here's the kickoff by Eric Rodriguez. And this is the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff. By the way, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op says way to go Wildcats for that touchdown pass. Moments ago, Brady Driver to Skylar Lewis. And the kickoff now by Eric Rodriguez is taken at the 28-yard line on the fair catch. So 1:58 remain for the Kaufman Lions, but they're down by 15 points.
And we've got some rain coming in. That's going to make it a little tougher for the passing game for Kaufman, too. So the kudos to the weatherman that said it was going to start raining about 10 o'clock.
This game started, we had a big full moon very clearly visible to us in the east, but rain has moved in, fairly substantial rainfall. Kaufman at the 27-yard line it is, and Ty Burleson, the junior quarterback, passing. Jewel Miles makes the catch at the 35-yard line, gets away from the tackle, and is up to the 40-yard line and comes to the near side out of bounds at the 43-yard line for a gain of 15 yards in the first half. So they're not giving up yet.
Absolutely not.
Make of this what you will, Tony. Wildcats now will be looking to play Anna next week. I'm going to presume that Anna has won at Paris tonight. That may be a very erroneous assumption. We'll find out. Now, Anna beat Kaufman 48-20. Throw from Burleson on this first down play from the 43-yard line. It is caught out of bounds by Jewel Miles. Sulphur Springs 49-yard line. That's an 8-yard gain, second down and 2. Aljur Miles is 6'3", 193 pounds, just a sophomore.
Burleson's a junior, so next year they've got some players.
Second down and 2. Burleson throwing, complete. What a lick there. And that is apparently intercepted by Ty Barbie. Ty Barbie comes away with the football. The Kaufman receiver was hit just as the ball got there, and apparently the ball flew up, and Ty Barbie able to intercept it on the tip drill. And that receiver for the Lions still down. That was Jonathan Prim. Wow, was he ever hit? I don't know who hit it. Did you see that?
I didn't see it. I was looking for that Anna score, and I missed that one. And then I found out that Anna snuck by Parrish 21-20. So how about that?
Well, that is interesting.
That is absolutely interesting.
And that's a fact?
That's fine.
Of course, the Wildcats beat Paris last week. You can't make too much of comparative scores, but I'm glad that we looked that up because, I quoted the Anna victory over Kaufman, relatively easy at 48-20. Well, the Wildcats going to end up winning this one by 15 points from it.
But it's going to look a lot easier. This has been a very competitive
It surely has.
Absolutely.
First down carry there for Sulphur Springs up the middle. I believe that's Cameron Jefferson on the carry.
1:10 left on the running clock. This one's all but in the books.
Sulphur Springs up the Kaufman 31 run after the interception. And Ty Barbie just moments ago. It'll be, if I'm not mistaken, his first interception of the year. He had 11 tackles last week against Barnes. We don't give the defenders enough credit.
No. Kaufman's got their 2 timeouts, but they're choosing not to use them.
42 seconds now the clock is running. This is 2nd and 6. And Brady Driver handing off. And gain up the middle, and the Wildcats back there. That's Cameron Jefferson. He shows some determination. He keeps plowing ahead, gets all the way down to the 15-yard line on that gain.
That's going to be a Hooten's Hardware first down and probably the last one of the game because they don't have to run another one.
16 yards on the game there by Cameron Jefferson. Thank you for the credit there to Hooten's Hardware. Couldn't make a first down without Hooten's Hardware. And the Wildcats going to win this ball game as the clock is now under 10 seconds, 35-20. Hard fought.
Absolutely.
District victory here for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats tonight. Nothing easy about this one to give Kaufman a lot of credit. 35-20 is the final score. This is Wildcats football on KSS2. So as the rain comes down at Gerald Prim Stadium here late on a Friday night as we get ready to enjoy the Hopkins County Stew Contest tomorrow, the Hopkins County Fall Festival. Of course, they'll be having the tailgate event at Buford Park this evening. I hope the rain doesn't put too much of a damper on that. But the Wildcats win this game tonight 35-20 over Kaufman. Tony, you are so right. People are going to look at this score and say, oh, well, that was not that difficult. Win for Sulphur Springs. But Kaufman, with the score still 28-20, get all the way to the Sulphur Springs 5-yard and give it up on downs.
That's right.
So give the Wildcat defense credit and allow them to drive down the field, but they stopped them when they had to.
This is 2 weeks in a row that the score is not quite as indicative of how tough it was because this is exactly like Paris game last week. And so Sulphur Springs can use it as a building block. We have bent but not broken, and we now set up for the biggest game of the year, and we're ready to go. But we'll need to play a perfect ball game next week.
That was a 68-yard drive in 17 plays that Kaufman had to get down to the 5. Wildcats stop him. Fourth down, then Sulphur Springs had the ball at their own 5. Remember then they had a 4th and 1 at the 13. Looked like they were going to punt, but they fake it. A snap to the short back, the blocking back against Caden Mitchell, and he picked up 2 yards, got the first down, and then from there they got the 84-yard touchdown pass from Brady Driver to Skylar Lewis that put the nail in the coffin.
And for Kaufman, Mitchell had every bit of that was, I mean, the line did their part, but that was determination on his part. So he did really good. This whole game is defined by the fact that Kaufman would have long, sustained drives, and Sulphur Springs would hit quick.
Yes,
So,
that's exactly
and so you've got to give credit to that defense because they played a lot of plays.
Yep.
That's the one thing. When you've got a quick strike, you had that 98-yard scoring drive for Kaufman, and then we score in about 5 plays, and all of a sudden you're back out there. So you played a lot of plays without a blow.
That's good. Let me recap the scoring briefly for us here. Kaufman got out in front of this game. As they started out in their first drive at the Sulphur Springs 45-yard line, followed up a short punt, and they went 45 yards in 7 plays. The guy whose name we said so much tonight, Kyle Von Morrow, got the touchdown, 10-yard run, the extra point by Rodolfo Mayona was good, and Kaufman led it 7-0. Wildcats come right back with a 69-yard touchdown pass from Brady Driver to Jackson Hale to tie the game after the extra point by Eric Rodriguez, 7-7. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Wildcats then go 81 yards in 6 plays. Big play on that drive is a 49-yard pass to Skylar Lewis, and Lewis had a very good game for Sulphur Springs. And Brady Driver got the touchdown on a 2-yard run. 14-7 with a minute 15 left to go in the first quarter. Wildcats would lead it the rest of the way, but it was a tough battle for Sulphur Springs tonight. Wildcats then won 20-7 and a 60-yard touchdown pass from Brady Driver to Skylar Lewis. 2-point good. This was 8:29 left to go in the second quarter. And Kaufman then scores on the final play of the first half. They had an interception by Kyle Von Morrow, again, who had such a role in this game here tonight. They got the ball at the 50-yard line. With 38 seconds left to go in the first half, they get the touchdown and the 25-yard pass from Ty Burleson to Jeremiah Brown. Final play of the first half with the extra point. We went to halftime with a 21-14 score, Sulphur Springs leading. No scoring in the third quarter. Sulphur Springs punts. And they downed the ball at the Kaufman 2-yard line near the end of the third quarter. But Kaufman then goes on a 14-play, 98-yard drive. They get the touchdown on the 6-yard run by Jeremiah Brown. The extra point was no good. It left the score 21-20. Sulphur Springs leading. 11:51 to go in the ball game. Wildcats then on the next possession get a 42-yard pass to Skylar Lewis. They had a great kickoff return fouled away by Wyatt Watson to get them great field position at the 146 to start the drive. But they get the 42-yard pass to the 2-yard line to Skylar Lewis. Then Cameron Jefferson scores on a 2-yard run. Rodriguez the kick. Wildcats led it 28-20 with 10:38 to go in the ballgame. And then Kaufman goes on that long 68-yard, 17-play drive. And they brought down finally at the Sulphur Springs 5-yard line. And a goal-to-go situation. There was a play there, Tony, where Nathan Andrews, you remember, tackled. I don't know if it was the quarterback or if it was one of the ball carriers. It may have been
I think it was one of the ball carriers.
Maybe Jeremiah Brown. So that was a key play by Nathan Andrews. Anyway, Kaufman gives the ball back on downs at the 5-yard line. Here's where the Wildcats have at 4th and 1. They fake the punt, snap to the short back, which was Mitchell. It was Caden Mitchell who picked up the first down. And they got the 84-yard touchdown pass from Brady Driver to Skylar Lewis. So 2 big connections tonight from Brady Driver to Skylar Lewis for Sulphur Springs. Another really good game.
It was good. It was a really good game for the fans. A lot of action. Excuse me. The one missed extra point for Kaufman was kind of a caveat too, because we got to that one score, but it was still 8 points, and so you're not going to get beat when you're that way. You put all the pressure, but with that last scoring drive, I put it away and gave us a good cushion.
So Tony, tells us that Anna has defeated Paris tonight by the narrowest of margins, 21-20 at Paris. That leaves Sulphur Springs and Anna tied for first place in the district at 4-0, and guess what? We play next week at
It's going to be a barn burner, but we got to have an excellent week of practice. We've got to absorb what the coaches want to put in there, and we've got to be total focused. But Kaufman wasn't supposed to play us, so we're ready. It's what we saw this when the schedule came out.
Yep.
Now it's come to fruition, so let's go do it.
So we are looking forward to the broadcast, and of course looking forward to the game itself in Collin County at Anna, north of McKinney, next Friday night. We say thanks to Tony Flippett for sitting in for Chad Young this evening, and also to Matt and James, our technical assistants here this evening, and to Natalie Sheffield, our intern, who is handling the video for us this evening. And thanks to all those folks who we are most indebted to. So final is Sulphur Springs 35 and Kaufman 20. I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is Wildcat Football on KSS.